Oh shit, there it is. A glory hole right next to the settling cracks and the door dings. This calls for your secret weapon. You break out the marshmallow paste, but it's not shutting down that hole. The penises are still flying in. Hey there, I'm Bo Riles, Glory Hole Virtuoso. If you're trying to shut down operations on a glory hole, look no further than the liquid drywall. Just spray our whipped cream on there and bingo bango bongo vanishes in seconds. The portal to the dick dimension may be closed, but those cherished memories of sucked wieners will live on within you forever. Our shaving cream requires no extra tools, no mess, no repairmen. Fuck this repair guy in particular. Give me that wall, bitch. Let me show you how the liquid drywall works. It takes that wall and it puts it in a can. This is wall in a can, motherfucker. It doesn't get more simple than that. Then you spray it on the wall and that wall leaves the can. Now that wall's on your wall. Gone are the days of playing with old Play-Doh. Gone are the days of painting cake frosting on your walls. Martha, you clumsy slut, you've banged the table into the wall. But luckily, thanks to the liquid drywall, we don't have to sell the house anymore. Thanks to the fast and easy repairs. Whoopsie, you got a little asshole on your wall? Butt plugged. No problem. I'm filling more holes than a male porn star today. Another one hiding behind the door? Not on my watch. What's that smell? Another one? Oh, goodness me, more holes than a block of cheese in this motherfucker. But luckily, there's no match for the liquid drywall. If your house is prone to glory holes, go ahead and install our boner barricade with the liquid drywall. No more worrying about rogue cocks popping in. Are your kids so dumb they fight over the broom and then hit the wall? Well, we can fix the wall, but we can't fix the bad parenting that led to this situation in the first place. There's billions of people on this planet. That's a lot of penises. Liquid drywall. You do the math. I was going to include all this shit in yesterday's video I did about the coronavirus, but I felt the way evangelists have been responding to coronavirus is totally different from how the normal people have been. Normal people aren't, out there maliciously buying toilet paper and hoarding it just to be assholes. They're panicking. They're afraid. So they're hoarding toilet paper like it's gold. They think the world's going to turn into the fucking Fallout New Vegas where they're going to be using toilet paper for currency instead of bottle caps. It's just them being afraid. Whereas the only thing some of these evangelists are afraid of is missing out on a fat paycheck. Let me make this clear. I have no problem with people of faith. That's not what this is about. I have a problem with these evangelists preying on people's fear. Saying shit like, if you buy this Christian gospel rock album, it'll set up a spiritual barrier around your house protecting you from the coronavirus. There's just been a whole bunch of this shit going on right now that I'd like to show you a bit of. Asking an evangelist to help with coronavirus is like asking your high school bully to help with your confidence and self-esteem. It makes no fucking sense. So we'll start here with Pastor Jim Bakker, who's out here peddling a silver solution as a corona cure. I also have no doubt that it's not even silver solution, it's probably just a bottle of his own urine. Also, they call him a pioneer of Christian television, and yet this shit broadcasts in like 144p and they still sell all their shit on VHS tapes. A real pioneer, real innovator. Can't wait to see what Jim Bakker's gonna do next. He might take Christian television all the way to a CD.
This influenza that is now circling the globe, you're saying that silver solution would be effective.
Well, let's say it hasn't been tested on this strain of the coronavirus, but it's been tested on other strains of the coronavirus and has been able to eliminate it within 12 hours.
Yeah.
Totally eliminate it, kills it, and deactivates it.
Yeah.
And then it boosts your immune system, so then you can support the recovery, because when you kill the virus, then the immune system comes into action to clear it out. So you want a vibrant immune system as well as an ability to deactivate these viruses.
That's so good.
Yeah, so these octogenarians hype up the silver solution like it's a goddamn panacea. This is just the stupidest shit. This is like me going on TV and saying, hey look, I have Phoenix Downs. They worked in Final Fantasy to revive people. They can bring people back from the dead in the real world too, I'm sure. They were selling these for around $125, and enough people bought them to have it become a big deal, and now they're being sued as a result of this, which is great news. I think that's fantastic, but it's sad to know that there are people out there chugging bottles of silver solution as a result of this. They're probably doing shoeies of silver solution, fucking shotgunning it like frat boys with silver solution. Now, I'm sure you already knew Kenneth Copeland was going to be in here, the world's most famous asshole evangelist.
Got in the plane that God so graciously gave us, and we're flying home. As I was going home, the Lord, real quickly, he said, Jesse, do you like your plane?
This is a conversation between Kenneth Copeland and his co-host Jesse where they're defending their private jets because people started to call him out on, we're giving you this money and you're buying private jets. So they defend it, and it's some pretty despicable shit, honestly. I half expected him to start passing around his PayPal information and tell people that he started a fundraiser because the Lord said he needs more money for a bigger yacht.
The world is in such a shape, we can't get there without this.
That's right.
We've got to have this. You can't manage that today.
Right.
This dope-filled world.
Right.
And get in a long tube with a bunch of demons.
Right. That's exactly the
And
point.
it's deadly. We're in soul business here.
Right.
This is what everyone knows Kenneth Copeland for. Him saying getting on a public airline is like getting on a long tube with a bunch of demons. Also, this man is the most demon-looking motherfucker on the planet. This guy looks downright evil. This is what I imagine Satan looks like in hell. But not only does he look and sound like he rules in hell, he fucking acts like it too.
Again, getting back to the comment, you said that you don't like to fly commercial because you don't want to get into a tube with a bunch of demons. Do you really believe that human beings are demons?
No, I do not. And don't you ever say I did. We wrestle not with flesh and blood, but principalities and powers.
A brief glimpse of the hellfire and wrath beneath that mask. Pretty deplorable shit, but this has nothing to do with what he's doing with coronavirus. I just wanted to bring everyone up to speed, or just give you a refresher on the Kenneth Copeland lore from the old manga, I suppose. Here's the coronavirus shit.
Put your hand on that television set.
Yes, Lord.
Hallelujah.
Thank you, Jesus.
Sounds like the world's worst ASMR. I also don't know what his hand is covered in, the old sacred semen there or something. Looks like he just dipped it into some candle wax.
Thank you, Lord Jesus. He receive your healing
Yes.
now. Say it, I take it.
I take it.
I have it.
I have it.
It's mine.
It's mine.
This whole segment here reminds me of Squidward when he goes to be all alone and you keep hearing alone repeated in multiple different voices. That's this Kenneth Copeland coronavirus healing segment in a nutshell. Far be it from me to question how effective wet fingers can be when curing the coronavirus, but I mean, if you're not even in the same room with the wet fingers, I think the effectiveness of it goes down even further. I don't think putting your hand on a TV where Kenneth Copeland's hand is going to do much. In fact, you know, maybe that TV you're touching has coronavirus on its surface and now you just kind of fucked yourself and Kenneth Copeland hasn't healed you. He's fucking pranked you and given you the coronavirus. I mean, you're really taking a gamble right there.
I thank you and praise you for it.
Yes, Lord.
And I forgive if I have aught against any.
I forgive.
And I praise you that I'm well and whole.
I praise you that I'm well and whole. Yes.
According to the word of God,
According to the word of God.
I'm healed.
Yes.
After this aired, coronavirus cases dropped to 0 and coronavirus stopped existing.
And I consider not my own body.
Yes.
Consider not my own body.
I consider not symptoms in my body.
I consider not symptoms in my
But
body.
only that which God has promised.
Only that which God has.
Only that what the Word has said.
Only that what the Word
And
has.
by His stripes I was healed. And by His stripes I am healed now. I'm not the sick trying to get healed. I'm the healed and the devil's trying to give me the flu.
Yeah, fuck the devil. At least this was free, I'll say. This was a free healing done through the television. At least he wasn't charging for it or anything, so that's good, especially considering everything else does have a price, like the silver solution. Alex Jones isn't necessarily an evangelist by traditional definitions, but he's also been going around saying that his toothpaste is an anti-coronavirus combatant. So this is being used by a lot of different people just preying on this panic, and I think it's despicable shit. That's it. See ya. He just keeps on crashing throughout the whole chase. Does he really? Man. Already. Immediately, some carnage. Man took a sharp turn there and then threw off the entire side of that. That was like a physics demonstration for NVIDIA. Look at this. Wow, I couldn't even go back enough. Oh no, it was already down, I see. Oh, it hit the car and shot off. Jesus.
That work truck that you see there, believed to be a stolen car out of LAPD 77th Division, started off of the 110 Adams, that's near USC. Telegraph Road, of course, parallel.
All this for a work truck.
Extremely busy at this time of the day on a Friday.
Like, what are you even gonna do with this? Who's gonna fucking buy a stolen work truck? I mean, okay, that's a stupid question. They'll just scrap it.
believe it's a male, but unclear if there's anybody next to him. Of course, there's not going to be a lot of...
That guy
room
looks
for more than,
huge.
2 to 3 people in this.
He takes up that whole window in there. That whole cabin is occupied by his girth.
Car at most. So at this point, we believe...
Maybe he's leaning really far forward. I can't tell.
Under which he was able to take this vehicle. But I'm going to zoom in here, see if we can get some information off the side of this
Nope,
vehicle.
I was wrong. He was just leaning really far forward. That guy looked massive in there.
That this vehicle was taken, but as I push in here,
I see you, dirty bastard. I missed the audio. I like the sports commentary. And he just blew by a cop that was doing another traffic stop. Immediately aggroing. When does the audio come back? Oh, here we go.
Okay, yeah, the assignment desk just let me know it is officially in tracking mode. We're trying to get how long this has been going on. Probably about 15 or 20 minutes. Oh. I would say there was actually 2 different pursuits going on at the same time as the suspect goes underneath us here. So I just kind of got to readjust the camera here. So still kind of barreling towards the San Gabriel Valley. See if I can take this opportunity to double in and get. Well, it looks like we have a license number there, but the name of the business.
This is great advertising for this business.
See that. I'll kind of double in even
more.
It
says
Tapio
Tapio
Auto and
Tapio.
Yeah,
okay,
it is hard to
so,
see.
Yeah, Tapio.
Tapatai.
Okay,
It's
so
Tapati. Tappity.
Some kind of truck wrecking business. So
I can read
there are
that.
definitely some businesses like that in the South LA area, in kind of the more industrial. Yeah. So they're going to be taking a turn now off of Whittier and onto Washington. That's where Washington Boulevard, one of the longest streets, ends there at Whittier Boulevard, I believe, and so now we're headed.
Yeah, that back tire is really struggling. That is hanging on for dear life.
That wheel there in the back, it definitely looks loose, like it could come off at any moment, but so far it's hanging on.
It's definitely wobbling, and of course that's such a concern. What if that was
whoa, baby!
Sideswiping a car right there.
Jesus!
Yeah,
oh!
Just romping over the center divider.
Oh, he's grinding it like Sonic the Hedgehog in City Escape.
Not even slowing down at all.
Holy shit!
What is going on here?
I mean,
absolute insanity with this truck. I mean, at 50 miles an hour.
Heads into traffic. He's getting more desperate.
Oh, Jesus!
Oh, jeez. Well, he definitely clipped that vehicle. It's
yeah,
a good thing
did.
It wasn't 1 second later, or he would have T-boned and seriously injured someone in that vehicle.
What a fucking maniac!
75 miles an hour. I would not be surprised if the LAPD is just going to say, "All right, you know, you win." I would not be surprised at all if they, at the very least, back off, because it's just getting so dangerous there. I mean, over the center divider, clipping that vehicle.
That was close. No, he hit the car.
Absolutely.
Jesus Christ. How far back was it? I thought it was right there. Did I go past it? What the fuck? Where was it?
Right up on the divider. That's definitely the scariest thing we've seen so far.
I think we're seeing desperation, Des. This guy obviously knows now he's being pursued, and he is desperate to get away. That was crazy. He hit that one car, like you said, just drove on the median like it was nothing, and now on the wrong side of the road yet again. Definitely not as congested as it was on the 605 earlier, Des. He got off on Whittier Boulevard.
Went back a little too far.
Clear for quite a while, but as he heads into traffic, he's getting more desperate. Oh, no.
See, he hits the car here. You can see that. This guy is pissed. He is mad. It was lucky that it wasn't a little bit sooner, because that would have probably been game over. That would have been disastrous.
Oh, jeez. Well, he definitely clipped that vehicle. It's a good thing it wasn't 1 second later, or he would have T-boned and seriously injured someone in that vehicle.
Are we sure he didn't have the right of way? That's true. The road rules change during a police pursuit.
Say, all right, you know, you win. I would not be
doing it again
from this suspect.
This guy's got to be on some shit.
I mean, this is just hurling down the roadway.
There's no survival instinct left for this guy. He has not slowed down yet.
You see LAPD, they still have their helicopter overhead. We're just going to... but, you know, at the very least, I'm sure that the wrong side is he's going to blast through right again.
He started to go up on two wheels.
Getting to slide out there. This is extremely nerve-wracking.
Holy.
Here. So now
Jiminy Christmas.
Another quick turn right there. Imagine you're out here, but This is a pretty scary one here as we're going underneath the 605, going to cross the San Gabriel River, and we'll be making our way now into...
The perspective made me think they crashed the helicopter into him.
605. So, you know, I'm not sure
Imagine,
to be
like Battlefield.
relieved or not that the suspect's getting on the freeway. At least we're all going to be going the same direction, but...
He is driving
This guy should drive for NASCAR?
in the wrong
Why? He's a terrible driver. He's actually horrible. He's already hit 3 different cars. He's not a good driver.
Injuring
like maybe for the Fint Olympics he'd be pretty solid.
So definitely the police have to weigh the situation here. Is it worth it to keep pursuing him? He's
off the freeway with our
yeah,
we'll stop but
here
I can't believe this bag is staying on.
We're going into
this guy said, I want to be here for the ride. He's not going anywhere.
And there's not much space in between for him to kind of, like you said, muscle his way between the cars and try to get away. As you heard Des just say, they've...
Have police ever sniped someone in a police chase?
And my guess is,
yeah,
Rachel,
we actually saw that happen once live. They didn't hit him, but they sniped his truck.
His driver has been doing pretty good despite... it
was crazy, actually.
Some of that aggressive driving.
Into a surface street here on the east end of...
I can't believe that tire's still
so
on.
Then we're going to be back into...
That shit is held together by nothing but dreams and toothpicks.
Traffic, and we saw just how insanely dangerous... Heading down by Belmont Shore and westbound.
Oh, he's vanished. I lost him.
This sound wall right here.
I've de-aggroed now. He's gone. Must have been the wind.
Try to catch back up on this one. Yeah.
Oh,
so there we're going
got him.
over the San Gabriel River right there.
And again, that strip.
Oh, he's about to lose control.
He's losing it again, Des.
Wow.
Jesus.
Nearly fishtailed again. How many chances can you
get? God.
Grinding up against the wall.
Oh my God.
Squeezing through next to that box truck. And
that is actually what I used to do in N64 when I was trying to pass someone in Cruisin' USA. You just grind that bitch against the wall. Actually, like the NASCAR driver quite a few years ago. Well, actually, I think it was only like 2 years ago, where he just crashed his car into the wall and just slingshot it through to the finish line. He's learned from the best.
That's a bike lane right there. You just plowed right through that bike lane. There would have been a cyclist.
Oh my goodness.
We're going up on the center divider
again. Yeah.
Up again. Yeah. Boy,
no, Jesus Christ.
Oh, God.
Oh, my God.
All kinds
what
of
a fucking madman.
Pushing these vehicles out of the way.
He has to be on some serious drugs, right?
One of the
100%
we've seen in a long time.
Wow.
I don't know if this person is on drugs or what, but
that's what I'm saying, Chris.
And how much more can this car take? Oh, everyone's just got to get out of this guy's way. What is this lunatic thinking right now?
I'm wondering the same thing.
This guy's going to jail for life. Deserved.
He's getting
Get him the fuck out of here.
Aggressive and just doesn't care. Oh.
He hit 5 or 6 cars.
That wasn't Chris? It's not Chris?
Just moments ago.
And there's not any units behind this guy at the moment, so now we're kind of in that situation.
How is it still like that tire should be off by now. I cannot believe it is still there. I can't believe it's still attached.
Helicopters.
That shit must have Phil Swift's tape on it or something.
Everyone having to. That's just so terrifying.
Holy shit! God, good lord!
6 or 7 cars at this point, just plowing right into that.
What the fuck?
Forerunner. Oh no! What?
This is nuts.
Such great old vehicles. I really hope that person is okay. That might have just totaled. I mean, we may have totaled several vehicles, untold property.
What is it like? What is he thinking? I'm so curious. What someone like this thinks during a chase. They're not getting away. They have to know that. Now they have hit like 8 or 9 cars. They're going to jail for life. They have just thrown their whole life away for a stolen work truck that's in terrible condition. Bold to assume he's thinking he's either on drugs or crazy. That's true, I guess. But there had to have been some thought at some point. You'll see what he thinks when he gets out of the car. What does that mean? Did he have a shirt saying, like, here was my thought process? How am I gonna... I have no idea how that's going to explain to me what he was thinking.
At this point, possibly some minor injuries.
So no, he has a thought bubble.
Getting into the Belmont Shore area.
He has actually crashed into like 20 cars. Actually, like 20 cars.
Would just give up. I don't know how this truck is.
And that's what I'm wondering.
Continuing.
That tire.
You can't even hit this many cars in fucking Midnight Club.
I think I've lost count. How many cars?
I've lost count.
Oh no!
Oh my fucking god! Holy lord! Yikes! 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 Wow. I think I'm just gonna skip to the end to see when they catch him, I guess. That's fucking horrifying. That was a bad one, but thankfully they're okay. This happened an hour ago, are you sure? I know you're giving me those boots on the ground updates, but I'm gonna check myself. I see one article mentioning it, but it doesn't say that, like, he was A-okay or anything. Oh, they say it during it? Oh.
God, more. This has got to be the end of it.
Oh.
This plow is stopping.
No.
Yeah, there's no shot that's gonna get back up and go.
Oh my God, it is over.
Well, at least he made it to his destination. This is where he wanted to go the whole time. It's like Crazy Taxi. He got there right when he needed to.
Vehicles and out and just acting like
what?
Whatever, not even a big deal. Look at this. Almost looks like he's proud.
Inconspicuous.
Almost this like this just strutting along.
Strutting
here.
away.
It's like Assassin's Creed when you blend into the crowd.
So we're at 7th and Miramar. Just unreal. Absolutely unreal. But then just
that's how it always goes. Isn't that just a bitch? Like, these absolute maniacs that are driving like this, hitting a ton of innocent people, and then they crash, like, fucking obliterate the car, they walk out completely unscathed. 100 HP. Every time. I don't get it. Every fucking time. A wake of destruction behind them, their car looks like it's been run through, like, 15 wood chippers and, you know, and a nitroglycerin plant getting fucking blown up. And yet they walk away totally fine. I don't understand. Every time.
Out here and act like I'm just out.
Adrenaline? Yeah, but adrenaline wouldn't prevent him from, like, having blood all over him or anything.
Like a sense of pride.
It just keep him, like, lucid. So, like, no blood, no cuts, no broken bones.
What's the point, right? At this,
officers here, they may need to just, here we go.
Oh, there we
this is
go.
going to be
Thank God.
Now that they're going to get this guy and slam him onto the ground, slam him against that vehicle, get him down on the ground, and suplexed him right there. Almost like a WWF move to get the...
Not quite. That wasn't really a suplex. I mean, it was a attempted suplex. I don't think it was quite WWE level here.
Get him down on
the officer ate the brunt of that.
On the ground, suplexed him right there. Almost like a WWF move to get this suspect into custody.
Oh yeah, the cop is hurt too. Yeah, that did not feel good.
Absolutely audacious.
Not the
they are swarming this guy.
Not the best suplex.
This officer that's crawling away. I hope he's okay.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's
he might have. Yeah, I mean, he might have got elbowed or something.
So, it's not what happened. He victim of his own hubris on the suplex attempt. He thought he was 50 pounds heavier and 20 years younger. Unfortunately.
On some kind of substance right now.
I think he is.
Yeah, absolutely has to be.
For the kind of behavior that we saw, the kind of...
To be honest, though, now the officer can say that he assaulted a peace officer. He'd be like, I suplexed him and he hurt me during the suplex. Kind of big brain, honestly. Kind of galaxy brain, I'm just saying. Thank God they got him. So you said during this broadcast they mentioned that the people hit were okay? Because I imagine they had the ambulances come out pretty quickly. Stick this guy with as many charges as possible. Oh, for sure, this guy should never see the light of day again. Absolutely not. According to the KTLA, none of the injuries were life-threatening. Rewatched the chase and counted roughly 14 cars hit during the chase. That's insanity. 14 counts of attempted manslaughter. Yeah, I mean, he's got to go away for life for sure. Like, there's no way. Like, there's no way. He didn't actually kill or seriously injure anyone, so I doubt he'll get life. Yeah, but still, the amount of charges he racked up during this chase, like, that's gotta be close. Especially because you could make a convincing argument, like the reckless driving and endangering lives. It'd be 14 fucking counts of that for every car that he blasted. I wonder if the guys in the older police chases we've watched are out of jail. Nita, where are they now? That's a really good question. I would be so curious to see, like, where the pepper spray guy is. The guy that parked his car for, like, 3 hours refusing to get out after a chase, and they were afraid to go confront him because they thought he had a weapon. So they ended up just, like, tossing a bunch of pepper spray at him. I wonder what he's up to. I wonder if they let him out. Yeah, it was probably the most destructive chase I've seen. That was fucking crazy. That one was unreal. This is a weird production he's got going on. That being said, I like it.
Cake I made earlier.
Ah, Jesus. The fuck was that? An Apache attack? What kind of fucking haunted ass video is this? Dog food? He makes dog food?
Before you put...
Why is it smoking?
There you get your turret.
Or is the soul of that dog food leaving its body? This is some weird shit, man. I like it. It's like Kay's cooking, but 10 times as avant-garde and 10 times as moldy. This is maxed out volume. I don't know what I can tell you. Train your left ear to be more adept at picking up the recipes. It's like he's playing with asbestos. How did we get to this point? Alright, I'm going back. It's like he's peeling off scabs. This is just a gross, abominable looking cake. And the title is Castle Cake Suitable for Kids Party. As if this is his ticket to be around children. Well, if I show up to this birthday party with this cake, they'll have to let me in. This castle cake looks like my attic's insulation. Your attic insulation probably tastes better than this right here. Especially when he flavors it with soap for spice, I bet. This angle is scaring me. I feel like I'm trapped in the bowl. This looks like one of the first meals that cavemen would have eaten. Like when they're desperate, can't find meat, and they just start eating sand. How is the TV playing the video? That confused me too. I thought I was trapped in like an alternate dimension. He's using a camcorder that's plugged into his VHS player, which is transmitting the signal to that little TV right there, and it's creating this weird illusion as if I'm stuck in like a Wes Anderson film. What is he making? It's a castle cake, can't you see? Of all colors to dye your food, why not just use chocolate?
Comes out as a grape.
He's just pouring motor oil at this point.
Pour that in.
Black food coloring, I had no idea they even made that. It's usually supposed to be like wacky colors. You could just use chocolate. Oh. That is rubber cement. You can't fool me. You're trying to kill those children at the birthday party. This looks like the kind of film you'd see in a courthouse when they're trying a serial killer. This would be like the evidence. This is creepy looking, man. Standard cooking tools, just the old wrench and screwdriver. What the fuck is this?
I managed to stop it overflowing, and it doesn't look very appetizing or indeed castle-like at the moment. So
what the fuck has happened? He just let it sit out in the air and it exploded.
See what we've got.
Dude's making pipe bombs.
Oh, you put your
Yeah, that's a good question, Ollie. That is a very good question. What cakes aren't suitable for children? Beer cakes, maybe? There's gonna be so much aluminum residue stuck in this cake. I feel bad for the poor kid that bites into this thing by accident.
But
what kind of cake do you want for your 7th birthday? Oh, I want that sponge concrete piece of shit that old man down the street makes. Alright. That's what I want. Yeah, give me that money shot. Choo-choo. Look at that steampunk engine right there. Looks like Blastoise. Blastoise. Oh my god. Stonehenge. I see it.
It's not 100% appetizing, so
nah,
what I'm going to do is
I wouldn't even say it's 50% appetizing. Now it's 100% appetizing. You took it from a 5 to a 10. This must be what just killed the queen. She ate one of his castle cakes. This is like the Halloween Horror Nights of Kay's cooking. He definitely should have picked up ceramics instead of cooking. He's got great technique. See, now compare his soccer ball cake to this awful looking soccer ball cake. That looks nothing like a soccer ball. Meanwhile, our boy over here's got a golden egg. I have never seen something look so much like cum without being cum. I've made many a cake in my day, but for some reason this just doesn't look like icing. But would this cake be suitable for a child's birthday party? Ah, there's the soccer ball. It's looking good. Blue, just like every soccer ball I've ever seen. I would never say that I'm a soccer connoisseur, but you know, I don't know what the fuck this is supposed to do with soccer. Is it like a runic symbol? Is the cake gonna come to life? What the fuck does it all mean?
Finally finished.
I see a UFO's landed on the field.
To learn how to ice the cake properly.
Isn't this that thing Neil Armstrong came out of? No, I see that. Yeah, that's
Got
obvious.
sort of football design going.
Yeah, all like a disco ball football. Barbecue burgers. You can't fool me. I know those are cactuses in there. You're saving money on meat by using cacti, eh? Who the fuck barbecues in a glass bowl? You couldn't possibly understand the type of flavor you get with this technique. You must be new here if you think they're not using oil. What happened? Did he activate the self-destruct? There certainly has to be a better surface. Oh, no, that was the problem. There just wasn't enough bricks. Oh, I see it now. Yeah, that was dumb of me. I'm confused. How much onion do I use in this recipe, and how many bricks? So far, this has been a simple recipe. I could follow this. Dump some mincemeat, haphazardly toss some onions, and then empty out an entire spice rack. That's not hard. I really feel like he's just gonna put the glass bowl or the plate on this open flame. I really feel like it's coming. I don't know how he is not burning his thumb. He is just aiming the flame right back at himself.
A safer alternative is to use a bit of deodorant.
What?
Wait till this is gone.
Why deodorant? There's plenty of fire starters. A little pro tip there from Reddit. If you don't feel like using a
Very effective.
that Axe body spray will get you every time. The old flamethrower. Surely there must be tools you could... Oh my god.
And as you can see, our burger's completely done on it.
Yeah, that burger's turned into one of the rocks below it. It's like a chameleon using camouflage. Dude's making oobleck on his stove. God, I feel like I'm looking at the Sasquatch in a pan. That is a very bold place to put your TV, by the way, Paul. Right next to his fucking sink. His VCR and his TV and his camera all right within 1 finger away from his sink. He is confident in the splash zone.
And did I forget to mention to grease it first?
That's okay, Paul. I wasn't following along.
Like that.
Paul, I'll be honest with you. This doesn't look like a massive disaster. Well, you win some, you lose some, Paul, I guess. Up until that last step, though, it wasn't looking horrible. Now just like 3 slices of pineapple slapped across a really unenthusiastic piece of bread. It just looks like someone stuck a bugle in a pineapple, Paul. It's not like overly ornamental. I don't think it's gonna sell the cake. I think the cake speaks for itself, you know what I mean? It's like a pirate ship battle. They've chummed the waters to get some sharks in the mix. Tells a whole story.
So you make sure you press it nice and
He forgets to take the train out and he just bites into a fucking train.
get a nice deep
Fucking cooks it. This is an interesting way of getting a mold. I will say that.
Pull it out.
What?
And you get your mould.
Ah, yes, just like the train.
Damn it, in shape of a truck.
You know, far be it from me to question the method. I could have made that shape with my finger. Well, in fact, he is doing just that. It kind of defeats the point of putting the train in there for a mold. If this works, I will eat my own ass on stream. If this comes out looking like the train, I will go wild. I hope he just fries the aluminum. Says, fuck the cake, I'm just gonna make fried tin foil. Yeah, I will make a wager right now. If this shit looks remotely is going to be very vague. If this shit looks pretty close to the train that he put in there initially, I'll give 50 subs. Nay, 100. I am so fucking confident that there's no way this is going to look like a train. It just looks like he's making a fucking tinfoil sword. With cookie dough somehow in there for some reason. Yeah, I'm not the best at gambling, but this isn't really a game of chance. There is no fucking way this ends up looking like the train. I will go nuts.
So this is.
I win. I really thought he was gonna pull off the train there towards the end. Just all the stars were aligning. It was getting close. This looks like if Thomas the Tank Engine got hit by a fucking nuke.
It's not very.
Then fossilized, then caramelized, then glazed. That.
I've also made a base for it as well.
I've gotta say, Paul, the mold strategy was not exactly
To get it in
effective.
desired shape.
Watch the icing come out looking like the perfect train with no mold. He has to ice it. Yeah, that'll bring it together. That's when it'll all come to this beautiful train. There's no time for a fucking water break, Paul. We're knee deep in pussy out here. Double or not. I will bet 200 subs that this blue icing diarrhea, fucking soggy piss, is not going to turn that fucking granola bar into a train. It's not happening.
Icing it and it's ready to go on top of cake.
Shit, I lost.
Doesn't.
A few months ago, I watched what had to be one of the wildest encounters I've ever seen. This is a vigilante predator hunter group that was busting the person they were investigating in public. And this goes completely Insano style. It becomes cartoonish. It's almost like a Benny Hill chase scene here. I couldn't believe what was unfolding in front of me.
I am currently looking for my fiber.
Your what?
Fiber.
Fiber?
Yeah, because I gotta poop.
You gotta poop?
I'm constipated. I've been constipated.
Yeah?
Yeah.
This is a very interesting tactic. This is a high-level maneuver. He is claiming that he's not there at the meat spot for a 13-year-old boy. He's there to get some fiber so he can take a shit. He's been constipated, so he's there for some poop pills. And it doesn't take some galaxy brain genius to put together the puzzle pieces here, connect the dots, and deduce that he is on meth. You know, he's getting loopy off that poopy right now. He is high on meth, which isn't just speculation. At the end of the video, they released their entire investigation, screenshots of all the text messages that were exchanged between this guy and who he thought was a 13-year-old, and meth comes up a lot. Even right before meeting, meth was discussed, and as you can see in the title, he was arrested, and they did pretty much confirm meth was in his system.
Hey man, I can involve the police or we can have a conversation. You want to have a conversation?
Sure.
Do you want to turn around and talk to me?
I gotta find this first.
Hey bro, I can call the cops right now, or we can just have a conversation.
I'm actually really constipated, sir. Please, can you actually let me get my supplements so I can actually go home, so I can poop, and actually so I can poop well?
Step 1 should have been involving the authorities the second you found a real pedophile that was trying to meet up for sex with a 13-year-old and, like, get them smoking meth or whatever. I don't understand why that wasn't the first thing you did. Luckily, there's spoilers in the title, so you know he does get arrested, but not for the reasons of this investigation. Some crazy shit happens towards the end. Had he involved law enforcement earlier, even from the start, I feel like this could have been far more effective. It seems like the first thing he did when he identified a real pedophile was try and figure out how to monetize it and make a viral video out of it or something. Because he gets like 2 different cameras out. He's got like the fucking Steadicam. He's got so many cameras set up. He's got like the GTA cinematic angle going on here. So it really feels like the number one concern was trying to figure out a way to monetize it. He also has like calls to action in the video to subscribe to his channel. He's got the People vs. Pred watermark. This shit is branded out of the wazoo. So it does really feel like the number one thing he was looking for here was a way of making money off of the bust, which is kind of weird. It is still good that this does lead to an arrest, but I really do wish it was handled with collaboration from the actual authorities.
Can you help me find fiber pills? Can you help me find fiber pills?
Do you want me to call the cops?
Why would you want to call the cops for me when I'm trying to find my fiber pills?
I know why you're here.
Why am I here?
To meet my 13-year-old little brother.
Who is that? I don't know who that is. Who is that? I have no clue.
Christ, where are they hiding the fiber pills in this bitch? Like, goodness gracious, are they underground? This man's out here trying to locate fiber pills, and it's like trying to find pirates' buried treasure, apparently. But anyway, you can see he's really starting to tweak quite a bit now. Things are getting escalated. The man filming is starting to call the cops, which is something I feel he should have done quite a long time ago. But we're only just beginning.
Hey, buddy, is this you?
Can you please
Why do I have a picture of you? Is this you?
Why are you doing this to me?
Is this you? Is this a picture of you? Why do I have a picture of you?
How was this? What is it?
Why do I have a picture of you?
Oh my God, that's disgusting.
Why do I have a picture? Why do I have a picture of your ass?
Ew, 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 ew.
This guy's here to meet a 13-year-old boy for and to give him crystal meth.
Oh my God.
Negotiations crumble, diplomacy falls, and then things really pop the fuck off. So he shows him that he has a picture of this guy's asshole, and then we enter like the DPS check of the raid boss encounter here. So now he's chasing the pedophile around while shouting he's here to meet a 13-year-old boy for sex. The predator starts shouting. Everyone in the shopping center is confused and maybe even a little frightened from this sudden explosion of yelling and all of that. And we also get close-ups of the meth molester's head, and it seems like he has a lot of dandruff. Not that that has anything to do with anything at all, it just struck me as, wow, that's a lot of dandruff. So he might want to pick up a bottle of Head and Shoulders on his way back to the poopy pill aisle.
This guy right here is here to meet a 13-year-old boy and to give him crystal meth.
Please,
okay,
sir.
what's happening?
I'm trying to find you. Do you know where the fiber pills are?
Call the cops. This guy's here to meet a 13-year-old boy for Don't touch me.
Sir,
don't touch me.
Why? Stop.
Don't touch me and don't put your hands in front of my camera, bro.
Stop.
Who the are you? Stop.
The cameraman here is really coming across like a combative asshole. Obviously, the store employee doesn't know the situation. He's not fucking omniscient. All he sees is two people screaming in his store while one of them has multiple cameras set up like he's out here trying to film a 360-degree music video. So he's just trying to get in the middle of this and like, hey, can you de-escalate it? You know, take it anywhere else. And for some reason, the Predator Buster is now starting to get mad at this guy who's just doing his fucking job. Like, he's done nothing wrong. He doesn't know what's happening here. He's just trying to de-escalate the situation.
This guy's here to meet a 13-year-old boy for Get in front of my camera again, bro.
Because you're not.
Get in front of my camera again.
You don't have permission to film your camera here.
Who the f are you?
This is.
Who are you?
You need to leave.
Hey, buddy, get the f out of my way.
Okay.
Get the f out of my way.
Sir, you gotta leave my store.
No, I don't. Call the cops.
This guy seems like he was closer to fighting the store employee just doing his job than he was to fighting the actual pedophile that he was there to bust. This shit is crazy.
Why is this happening?
Why are you here to meet a 13-year-old boy?
Why would I do such a thing?
Then leave. Go home.
Can you let me find my fiber pills?
Oh, your fiber pills?
Where's the fiber?
Just when you thought it was starting to wrap itself up, this fucking guy goes back looking for fiber pills. He goes back to the fucking fiber pill aisle and keeps the whole song and dance going. We're in Act 2 now. It is incomprehensible, the shit that is unfolding here. I can't believe that this actually is a real thing that happened and isn't some like staged, scripted fucking piece of, I don't know, fiction. It's unbelievable.
Why are you here to meet a 13-year-old boy?
Why are you here to harass me?
Why are you here to meet a 13-year-old boy?
Are you trying to prevent me? No, I'm gonna stop.
2235. Focus.
I'm a weirdo?
Yeah.
Why do I have a picture of his asshole if I'm a weirdo? Why do I have a picture of his face? Look at it. Why do I have a picture of his face if I'm the weirdo?
Some of the other people around him start calling him a weirdo. The guy filming to which he takes great offense. So he goes over to prove that he's not weird. So he goes and says, if I'm a weirdo, why do I have a picture of his asshole? Checkmate. Regular old Saul Goodman over here defending himself. I can't be weird, I have a picture of his butthole right here, look at this. He takes his phone around like it's show and tell. He passes it around saying, hey, look, I'm not weird, look, this is his anus. I don't know what the strategy is there. He could have easily explained, I'm conducting an investigation, this guy was trying to meet up with my 13-year-old brother. That's a lot more easy to understand than like, hey, I'm not weird, this is this guy's ass. Like, I don't know what the thought process was. I think he was so lost and deep in fight mode that he was just trying to like get aggressive with everybody, even just completely innocent people that didn't understand what was happening.
Trying to meet up with little kids on the internet.
I saw a comment that perfectly described how this part in the parking lot plays out. They said he's acting like he's the 13-year-old boy running away from a pedophile. And that is so accurate. He's running around like hysterically screaming and just going absolutely ballistic. He runs in a circle and then even lays on the ground for a little bit, kind of wiggling around.
Can I just go poop? Ah! Ah! Oh my God, it gets even better.
The pedophile is high on meth and operating a vehicle, and it goes about as you'd expect. He immediately peels out and fucking blasts himself like right over like a small little tree and some bushes. It really looked like it was about to take flight. That was some shit out of Need for Speed, honestly. Like, god damn.
Oh my God! Whoa, hit and run, call the police! Call the police!
Immediately after vaporizing a tree and destroying that like area of bushes, he peels out once again and manages to hit one of only two potential obstacles in the entire fucking parking lot. Someone else's car. He goes by and hits someone else's car. There is literally only two cars in this entire fucking parking lot. It is actually more impressive that he managed to hit something. Like, I don't even fathom how he could have fucked up even worse. It's unbelievable.
Just call the police, guys. I got the tags. Call the police. Call the police. Call the police. Call the cops, bro. I got the video. You don't need a video. Just call the cops. Cyclist, dumb.
I always hate that fucking mentality. Hey, someone else call the police. I'm busy recording. No. I'm recording, so someone else call the police to handle this. There's only a handful of situations where that makes any sense, and that's when there's already a large group there. Then having a video of the situation can be helpful to the overall thing. So you could have one person video while someone else is calling the authorities, but in this case it was just him for the entire thing right up until the very end. He should have been the one to call the police, but didn't. And the predator makes another inexplicable decision. Instead of leaving, he instead pulls up to the front of the store he just ran away screaming from and parks it. He just drops that shit right in front of the store he just left and then gets out to try and run back into the store, which I don't understand at all. He's treating it like this was some kind of safe zone or something. And as he gets out of the car and tries to run back in the store, he gets tackled by a good Samaritan who had just seen the hit and run. And everything that unfolded in the parking lot. So he gets tackled by that guy, and it's like a Goldberg spear. That is a great form textbook tackle. And then the cops do show up to arrest him.
Yeah, that's the one thing, sir.
Come on, man.
The cops go through his things, they find a pipe, they find a lot of stuff, they arrest him for the driving, DUI. They don't seem super interested in the predator catcher's investigation and what he's talking about. They don't really pay too much attention to that. Instead, they arrest him for, of course, the way he was driving the vehicle. Now, I've mentioned this numerous times over the years. I'm not really a fan of vigilante predator hunters for the simple reason that 9 times out of 10, the pedophiles that get caught in these operations don't face any real repercussions other than like a video being made about them. But law enforcement can't use the investigations because they're less than professional, meaning the predator doesn't spend any time in the slammer, they don't go to jail, which allows them to continue preying on children in their communities. Now, I do think there are extenuating circumstances, like for example, EDP. EDP may have not gone to jail, but that video that was made about him by the, fucking Gotham Knights of Predator Catchers did a great service to the whole community because it exposed him for abusing his platform, trying to meet up with children, and even if he didn't go to jail, it still took away his access to more potential victims. So overall, it was a positive thing, though ideal outcome would have been him also going to jail. In this case, the video we just watched, this predator probably would have never went to jail had he not operated the vehicle while high on meth and caused a massive commotion there and hitting multiple things. Had he not been driving that recklessly and high, he probably would have never seen any jail time for the investigation conducted by this channel. So it's just one of those things where, yes, it is good to expose the predators, but I really wish it was handled in collaboration with law enforcement, so that way not only would they be exposed publicly, they would also face the jail time associated with the crime. But yeah, anyway, this video was wild, and I just kind of wanted to talk about it a little bit today. That's about it. See ya. Hello my friends, happy afternoon to all of you. Christmas season is upon us, as I'm sure we all know, so please don't forget to leave out a joint and lighter and glass of milk for Santa Claus as he wiggles his fat ass down your chimney to deliver your Fortnite skins this year. Today, to get into the Christmas spirit, I thought I'd share a story. It's a story as old as time itself, I'm sure anyone out there can relate to it. It's a story of when I first tried to suck my own penis. All men have tried it. There's 2 types of men in this world, men who have tried to suck their own cock, and liars. So obviously I have tried before. And I'm pretty sure I've talked about this on the podcast, but I figured I'd make this entire video dedicated to it because I keep getting emails asking if I suck my own penis, and Twitch chat comments how I suck my own penis. So let's just tell the whole story start to finish the way it was written by Homer in the Odyssey. So, to set the stage, I was probably around like 13 or 14, I'm not exactly sure when. And I was just starting to refine my palate and get a taste for what I liked from pornography and titties and stuff on the internet. And during this time I was very religious, so I was kind of fearful and ashamed of watching porn. I thought anytime I even touched my wiener, I was giving God the middle finger and he was ashamed of me and sad and he'd frown, so I didn't do it all that often. But occasionally the mood would strike me right and I'd Google image search for boobies and butts and vaginas. And, get very excited looking at these things, give it 2 thumbs up, and sometimes even save it to favorites on my folder. But anyway, one particular evening, I was extremely horny. I was Googling boobies left and right. I was like fucking Professor Xavier jacking into Cerebro. I was looking at boobies all over the place. I could see them all over the internet. And man, I was just really fucking feeling myself. I didn't jerk off or anything though, because like I said, I thought jerking off was a bit too far in the eyes of Christianity, and Google Images was tame enough where, I'd be forgiven. So I was looking at these images, and I eventually said, this is enough. I went to the bathroom, I was going to take my shower, I was still sailing full mast, I was hard as a fucking diamond, and man, I was just so horny, I would have fucked my own ass if I could. But anyway, I'm standing there super erect in front of my shower, and I look at my wiener, and I'm like, damn, that's my fucking winky doodle right there. It's going in my mouth. But I was never a flexible guy. I could never throw my legs behind my head and start nibbling on my ball sack or anything. I just was never flexible at any point in my life. But for some reason, I got the idea that I could absolutely accomplish the sucking of my own cock. So I attempted. I get like halfway down and then I damn near need life alert because I thought I was going to snap my spine in half going for this advanced contortionist move. So I'm just locked in this fucking demonic pose looking like Schmeagol admiring his Precious in Lord of the Rings. And then I start to worry like, damn, if I die here, the authorities are going to find my body looking like some type of sexual deviant. This is going to be the worst way of going out. I'm not even going to have like a cool going out story. It's just the obituary is going to read, yeah, he died doing what he loved, attempting to blow himself or something like that. He broke himself in half going for a self-blowjob. That's not like cool at all. But I still wanted to keep trying. I wasn't deterred. I really thought I could pull it off if I just kept giving it my all. I started to get like anime inspired, like with the power of friendship and by never giving up, resiliency, persistence. And if I get real angry, I'll go Super Saiyan and suck my own dick real quick. So I kept trying. I probably tried for in total maybe like a minute, but it felt like an hour. And it just wasn't happening. I knew it wasn't happening. And then I decided it's time to pee, but I never really adjusted myself. I was still looking at my dick as it was looking at me. We're making eye contact. I was staring down the hole of the one-eyed snake there. And I started to, fire on all cylinders to pee. And it's a little harder to pee with an erection. It takes a little bit longer to travel up the urethra. So I had a little bit of time here. And it wasn't until the pee was about to reach the point of no return where I'm like, damn, I'm about to golden shower myself. My face is looking right down the barrel of this loaded gun. So like a fucking Matrix move or like a superhero move, I start peeing and I dodge it. I lift my head back up and then I just start fountaining it over myself, and I'm safe, I'm dry, I don't get pee in my face or anything, but I almost did. The point I'm making is, yes, I've tried to suck my own dick. It did not go well. God did not bless me with the gift of being able to suck myself off. And I'm sure most men probably can't do it, but there are some select few champions out there that can. And don't let any man tell you they haven't tried. I promise you, nearly every single man on this planet has tried to suck their own penis at one point or another. You don't have to be embarrassed. There's so many of us out there. Come home. Tell your story of sucking your own penis to friends and family to let them know that, yes, you're human. Yes, you've tried. Amen, brother. Take it easy, everyone. See ya. These are without a doubt the craziest text messages I've ever covered, and I know that might be hard for some of you to believe considering all of the wackos we've gone over, but trust me, this takes the cake of lunacy. They are so outrageous that I at one point threw my hands in the air and said, enough is enough, fiddlesticks, this is fake. It has to be fake. It's too ridiculous. So I did a little bit of digging, and it seemed other people also thought that they might be fake. So after going through the evidence they compiled, it turns out that this is most likely real. The person that these posts seem to originate from actually did show up apparently in some court documents confirming a divorce. So from what I can tell here, it does seem like these are real, and the story here is legitimate, which is so fucking sad. And the man in these messages needs to be confined to Arkham Asylum ASAP. Dude needs his own personal padded cell, and you're about to see why. All of this hoopla starts because a mother breastfed her child. The husband says, "You've been breastfeeding? You know how I fucking feel about that." She replies, "What time are you coming back?" He says, "I don't know if I am." She says, "Why? Are you mad at me?" "Yes." "What did I do? It's just the breastfeeding?" "That. The feelings it gives me and how I finally understand that you truly don't respect me." And she says, "I do respect you. I just thought we could compromise about the breastfeeding. Talk about it. If you don't like seeing it, maybe I can just do it in a different room." Weirdo's mad because the mother of his child is breastfeeding that child. Is there a worse possible reason on this planet for anger? I can't think of a single reason any sane human being would be upset about something like that. Unless it's like some kind of crazy situation like, "Hey honey, I just got some phone calls from some concerned parents. Apparently you tried to breastfeed our son Geronimo at the football game. He's 15 years old. Maybe it's about time we wean him off of that. We're scaring the other parents here." But this, they're talking about a newborn baby. She's still in the hospital with the newborn. He continues, "Well, we didn't talk about it, you just did it. And it's not about seeing it, I know it's happening. I'm done." Done? "Let me know when you're being discharged and I'll be there." Like, you're divorcing me? "You go behind my back and do something I've stressed about not doing. That's no different than lying and shows how little you respect me." I wasn't meaning to disrespect you, I just wanted to give Wilder breast milk since he was born early, and I know it's the best thing for him with the antibodies and other stuff he'll get from it. The only thing wilder than that name is the husband's brain-rotted brain. Absolute delusion here to be making a huge stink about her breastfeeding a newborn. So, the name Wilder, and you're about to see they actually have another child named Hunter, spelled with a Y. Those two names really set off my bullshit alarms, like, it was really giving me the heebie-jeebies of, this is fucking fish paste, this is baloney. But again, from what I've seen with what people have found, because the original poster and everything, people did a lot of super sleuthing from what's been put out there, it does seem like it's legitimate. He continues his rampage, saying he's not a preemie, he was born at full term, it's still unneeded, he's still bigger than I was when I was born, and you could have always asked the nurses for a pump. It's a proven scientific fact that breast milk is no better than modern formula. He's wrong about that, by the way. Modern formula is fine for women that don't want to breastfeed or can't. I decided to fact check that claim, do a little research on it. Turns out it's not a scientific fact. You know what is a scientific fact, though? That this man is clinically insane. So keep in mind, I am not a breast milk scientist. I'm not a connoisseur of boob juice. I'm not the lactation lord. But from the bits and pieces I read about breast milk versus formula, it seems that breast milk is still the most recommended way of getting nutrients to your baby, if possible. She says, I know, but the benefits of the breast milk still outweigh the formula. Latching helps drop the milk better than the pumps. He says, yeah, the benefits to where I'll never be able to look at you the same way again. She's confused, as everyone listening and reading this is right now, scratching their head, wondering what the fuck is wrong with this weirdo. She says, what do you mean? You think I'm a bad mom for breastfeeding? And he says, I think you're a bad wife. I think you don't respect me. I think you took a joy away from me. I think a lot of things. Took a joy from you? I don't understand what you mean. Formula can still be used. And this is where he drops the bombshell. He reveals where all of this anger and hostility comes from. I enjoy your boobs. Now they've been in another man's mouth. I now no longer enjoy your boobs. He goes Neanderthal mode. Boob sucked by baby? Boob no good to me now. No want tit no more. His own child he views as competition because his newborn son suckled his mother's bosom for milk. The most natural thing throughout human history. And somehow this psychopath thinks that his newborn has now tainted his wife's boobs and he can no longer enjoy them, saying that they were in another man's mouth. Wait until he finds out where that baby came from, because that baby came out of his wife's vagina. Well, actually, I guess that's not true. I bet there is a non-zero chance that this unhinged maniac forced his wife to get a C-section, so that way her vagina wasn't ruined by another man. I bet there's actually a really high likelihood that that's exactly what happened. And that's scary. This dude is so fucking red-pilled, he won't even let his own newborn son touch his wife's body. I bet he also wouldn't even let his wife change their son's diapers, because he views them as competition. He'd bust into the room, I know what you did, bitch! You looked at another man's wiener when you changed Wilder's diaper, didn't you? And just starts profusely crying, probably calls her like a cheater or something if she changes their son's diapers. This guy is so mentally unwell, I was stunned. Like I said, I couldn't believe this was real. She tries to talk sensibly to him. Just Wilder's, not another man. Their baby, their actual baby goo goo gaga infant is who we're talking about here, not a man. He views an actual, 2-day-old as a man? What the fuck? But anyway, he says, he's a male, and your son. That makes it incestuous in my eyes. And she says, it's not like that at all. And then he goes, I'm not saying anything I haven't told you before. So this man was probably riddled with red flags for a long time in this relationship, and now he is just breaking, just melting down. That's definitely one of the most unhinged things I've probably ever seen anyone try and say. That breastfeeding your own child is incestuous. There are so many things wrong with that. I don't even know where to begin. It is so shockingly stupid. This guy needs to be put away. He needs to be institutionalized. ASAP. Dude must think that all the days pre-baby formula, so, the thousands of years BF before formula, it was all just incest with people breastfeeding their newborns. This guy is so dangerously disconnected from reality, it is scary. He is a loose cannon on the edge that is snapping. I'm going to spoil a little bit here and just let you know, he divorces his wife over her breastfeeding their child. Just let that marinate for a second. Sit and stew in it. That is insane. That is crazy. let me pose a question to this individual. I blanked out his name, but I really want to call him by name. But I'd love to pose a question to him. Does he realize how fucking degenerate this is, and how much of a pervert you must be to view a newborn baby as a man that is a competition to you? And it's not even like a random baby either. Not like that would make it excusable. Like, anyone who would go out there and view a baby as competition because they're getting breastfed is very fucked in the head. But this is another level of fucked, because it's his own child. He fucking blew that load into the world. This is his DNA in there. And he immediately views it as some kind of like sexual competition with his own kid. That's so weird. He is a menace. He is a menace. She leaves out some of the conversation here. I imagine it got way too personal with some of the information that was conveyed. But it starts here saying, I wasn't playing. She says, I know. You are a bitch for making matters worse. I'm sorry you feel that way towards me. I doubt they're gonna let me bring y'all home, so good luck finding out or figuring out a way to make that happen. I just felt it would be okay to breastfeed Wilder, and we could compromise a situation where you don't have to be in the room. You don't get it. I told you that with Hunter. The way Hunter is spelled is so peculiar. Again, that's what really like made me put on my fedora and do a Reddit deep dive on where this picture came from, who posted it, and if it was real, because these two names really just make it seem like it's like rage bait or some kind of joke. But again, like there is quite a bit of evidence that points to it being legitimate. He continues, that was a compromise you made then, and I still feel the same way about it. After you heal and get on your feet and are able to afford your own place, move out. Until then, no matter how long it takes, the bedroom is all yours. I'll set up an air mattress in Wilder's room tomorrow. Letting this fungus anywhere near their child seems like a recipe for disaster. He already views Wilder, his newborn son, as competition. Him staying in the same room as Wilder, I think, is just a terrible, terrible idea. Because it really does seem like he thinks that his wife has cheated on him now by breastfeeding their son. Like, he's calling her, like, you know, disrespectful, doesn't have any respect for him and what he wishes, because he told her not to breastfeed, because now he can't enjoy her boobs anymore. It's all just ruined. It's all kaput. All because Wilder was breastfed by her. So I really think having him anywhere near these kids is a bad idea. Fuck you, we're done. I'm going to talk to a lawyer about 50-50 custody because no matter how much I hate you, I would never keep the boys from you. You can stay at the house for as ever long as you need. I'll sleep in Wilder's room. I'm going to pause right there. You absolute goober. You goofball. You really think that you would get 100% of custody here? He's like, okay, since I'm such a benevolent saint, I will grant you 50-50 custody of our kids. Even though I hate you, you can see them sometimes, you disrespectful harlot. Brother, I'm going to give you the truth here. Brace for the cold water. Here it comes. If anyone, especially a lawyer, saw these text messages as well as the threats that the hospital was made aware of, you would never be around these kids. Rightfully so. It's unsafe to have them around you. You are deranged. You are absolutely fucking filthy. So I don't know why he thinks he would get 50-50 custody, like that'd be his call to make. He replies to something she said that isn't in these screenshots. She said, they made a report because of what happened the first night I stayed in the hospital. I'm guessing he exploded then too about something. And he replies saying, not what they said. They didn't know anything about last week. They said because you told them this morning you didn't feel safe with me in the room and wanted me to leave. And she says, I just didn't want to fight over me breastfeeding. Fuck you. I told you when we fought over it with Hunter I would leave you if you did it. This has been like his worst nightmare, having a child that gets breastfed. This has to be, with no exaggeration, the most insecure man on the planet. Bar none. No one else would even come close. He is so insecure that he worries that his own flesh and blood is a threat to him because they get breastfed by his wife. Wow. So again, this is so over the top that I questioned its authenticity. And as sad as it is, it seems like it's real. And he from what I can see, was the one to start pushing forward, like, the divorce. Like, that's the best thing for the mother and her children, 100%, and I'm sure she'll realize that down the line. It's probably very difficult right now. But, man, this guy is bad news. What a terrible piece of shit. I just had to talk about these. I was blown away by what I was reading going through this. I just had to share it. That's really about it. Awful situation. I'm wishing the best for the mother and the kids here. And the best thing that can happen with this guy is he gets put in a straitjacket and goes somewhere far, far away. Because I don't know how you even fix that perspective. This guy is so lost in the sauce, there is no getting him back. It's insalvageable. So yeah, that's really about it. See ya. Like a jar of peanut butter in the top shelf cabinet in my kitchen, I just can't get it. I truly don't understand what is going on with Twitch that just leads them to making the worst decisions so brazenly. Like, they have to have the orb of confusion somewhere in the office up there, and it is just wreaking havoc on their brains. It is incomprehensible. There is a streamer, her name is Nina. She has on stream, on Twitch, twice now, sexually assaulted people. I'll show you the clips because it is textbook sexual assault. And she was banned for 1 day, initially. She got a 24-hour slap on the wrist, and then she was unbanned. Which you can kind of write off maybe as a mistake on Twitch's end, like they didn't mean to unban her. Maybe someone was pulling some levers in the HQ, not knowing what they did. You had someone fucking blasting away at the buttons and accidentally unbanned her, because she was banned shortly thereafter again. And I think every sensible person with a functioning frontal lobe expected that to be a permanent ban, because she I'm Porky Pigging right now. She sexually assaulted 2 people on stream, on their platform. If you don't take that seriously, what the fuck are you going to take seriously? It's a crime. It's sexual assault. So everyone expected that one to be an indefinite ban. But it was only a week. She is now unbanned, and she's already done a return stream. So it seems like Twitch truly only gave her a week vacation here. That's crazy. A week-long timeout. Pretty close to that scene in SpongeBob where they steal a balloon on Free Balloon Day and the cops put them behind bars for 3 seconds saying, if you can't do the time, don't do the crime, and then, oh, you're free to go. That, for sexual assault, is unbelievable.
Oh my God. Saeed, come here. I got you. Saeed, come here.
Zoe, you can't. Zoe, you can't.
He's 23.
No,
He's consensual.
No, he's not consenting.
Yes, he is.
He's not even saying nothing.
He likes it. Yeah, give.
Oh, no. I don't think he wants to.
Yeah, stay right there. Stay right there. Hold on.
That was the clip that started it. Saeed is his name. He was not consenting to any of this, and Nina is the one that's like holding him while her friend twerks on him. And his friends are even saying he's not consenting to this, and they do not care. They are forcing it upon him. And this is just a piece of a longer clip, and in the longer clip, they throw him on the bed and start, like, trying to rip at his clothes. They also take his bag and start going through his bag. And this whole time, he is making it very clear he does not want this, and he is uncomfortable with it.
No! Now they got it.
Take all this off. Take it off. Hey, yo, cut the cameras. Yo, cut the cameras, bro. Zo, do your shit. Let me get my Louis Vuitton scarf. Hold on, bitch. No outside clothes on the bed. Hold on. What's going on?
You can't just forcibly take it. Let
me get that bag. This a nice bag. Hold on, this is a nice bag.
Yo,
how much this cost? Turn around. Start with the side.
Yo. What? Yo.
Oh, I need this. I needed this. Thank you. Appreciate you.
Zoe, he's not consenting.
Huh?
Pretty clear-cut sexual assault here. You don't need to be Phoenix Wright here in order to argue why this is sexual assault. It's obvious. Yet, and this is something we've talked about in the past, a lot of people, when it comes to a man being sexually assaulted, take it very differently. So I saw when this clip was blowing up, and a lot of people I know, I've already talked about this because I'm tardy to the party, but I'm just so shocked that Twitch is not taking this seriously. A lot of people we're talking about how it's actually not sexual assault. It's clear he's laughing. He's going along with it. It's for content. No, it's not sexual assault. He's having a good time. In fact, he wanted it. And that's something that you see a lot when it comes to sexual assault against men, where people say, like, it's not serious, don't be a bitch. A woman can't sexually assault a man because a man always wants sex. So this is a nothing burger. You guys are making a mountain out of a molehill. This isn't sexual assault at all. It's just good old-fashioned Twitch content, baby. And Nina herself even says how embarrassing it would be for a man like Saeed to say that this was sexual assault.
So what if he says, I feel like you did some shit wrong? No, so the whole Saeed thing, no one essay Saeed. That's why today I was actually looking for Saeed. I was going to talk to him, he definitely felt disrespected as a person. Me, I take accountability what I do. If you did ask felt disrespected, I didn't know. So you better let me know. If you did, I will always apologize. I mean, that's just normal people. But for him to walk around and say all that crazy shit, you never think about what Saeed's thinking too, though. Like, who wants to walk around being called that? That's embarrassing for him as a guy. You ain't see Saeed today? No, I was looking for him. I was looking everywhere for him.
Wow, what an angel. Pretty watertight defense right there. Checkmate. The fucking last few neurons remaining in her brain really scrambling there to come up with the perfect cope, and damn did she hit a home run with that one. So she is saying, oh, he didn't get sexually assaulted. Oh, okay, well, if you say so, all right. You would know, of course, yeah, no. It doesn't matter what he thinks happened. You're saying he didn't get sexually assaulted, so then it must not have happened. You're right. And then she goes on to say, like, you have to think about it. Like, it'd be very embarrassing for him as a man. Wow. Is that so, Nina? Interesting. Do you keep that same energy when it comes to women that get sexually assaulted? Do you say the same thing? Like, oh, it'd be very embarrassing. She treats it like it's no big deal. She did nothing wrong. Rub some dirt in it, dweeb. Get over it. That's how she handles it. But I imagine if it was two guys who did this exact same thing to a girl on stream, if it played out exactly the same, there would be universal condemnation across the board, including from Nina herself, I imagine, and rightfully so, because... Stand back, brave take coming in. Plug your ears if you're not ready for the spicy take. Sexual assault is bad. I know. If you were standing up, you're gonna need to sit down, holy. It doesn't matter if it's a female or male victim, sexual assault in all of its forms is horrible. And everyone should be outraged and against it. So why do we treat it differently because it was two girls that did it to a guy? It is still sexual assault, and I can't believe we are still having this conversation about, like, sexual assault against men not being taken seriously. It's not a unicorn. It's not make-believe. This isn't the fucking tooth fairy we're talking about. It is a real thing, and there are male victims of sexual assault. Like, I can't believe that even needs to be said. But I guess Twitch needs a reminder that it is a crime. Like, anyone who is a victim of sexual assault is the victim of a crime.
I did want it to, like, them being banned is not really anything to me, because at the end of the day, like, sexual assault is a crime. And people that say that it's not sexual assault, I don't know what you think sexual assault is, or anything like that, but I don't know what to tell you. Like, as a person that's literally dealt with sexual assault previously, it has taken a lot. Like a large total on my head. I've dealt with something like this before, and I didn't want to. When I dealt with it originally, I was working at a job, and it was a gym, and I told my boss about it, and all he did was make jokes about it. And I tried to talk about it a lot more, and I didn't want to tell my parents, and it did affect me a lot. And this situation did bring back those memories.
This is Saeed being very open here, talking about what's unfolded, even mentioning that he's gone through a previous sexual assault situation in his past where it wasn't taken seriously then. His boss was making jokes about it, and it took a toll on him. And now, in this case, it seems like Twitch itself is not taking it seriously and treating it like it's a joke, considering Nina was only banned for a week. They slapped her in detention for a week, and now it's all sunshine and rainbows for her. She's back streaming again. And let me tell you, in her return stream, it's very clear she's learned her lesson. I think the week-long, benching here from Twitch has really helped put it all into perspective for her. You can see how apologetic she is and how remorseful she is for her actions.
That means hi, right? Oh, what the fuck? Yo, why you always hitting me? Stop with those punches. Oh, shit, I can't touch you no more because I have to make a sign of DA. Sorry, I forgot. Yeah, that's going to be tough, bro. It's going to come up 3 months later. I won't come up. Oh, me? Punch you? You want me to punch you? Are you okay?
Did you send that in or no?
You sure? So I am not sexually assaulting you.
No.
I am not. You consent to this.
Yes.
You fully am okay with this.
Yes.
You will not use this clip against me later in 3 months later.
Never.
Or 9 months later.
No.
Or 6 months later.
No.
No? Hey, chat sees this, bro. Ready? All right.
Okay.
Ready? 1. You asked for this. Nod your head. 2 times. Did you get it? Okay.
Wait, can I say something?
Damn.
Wait, can I say something?
Damn.
Listen, can I say something?
This seems like a real hoot and a holler. Man, she seems like a lot of fun to be around. So, I don't even know why she even threw out the word NDA. She has no idea what that is. I bet if you asked Nina what a non-disclosure agreement is or what it's for, she would just fucking blue screen. But the reason she's saying that is because she's just trying to insult everyone that made a big deal out of her sexually assaulting Saeed. And I haven't even shown you the other victim yet. I'm saving that till the end. But she's just treating it like it's no big deal. Like, oh, I guess I just can't touch people anymore. Not without like an NDA, I guess. And then this dude over here, this goober, I don't know if he's hiding his face out of embarrassment or shame, but if that is the case, I'd see why. Because that's pretty pathetic to be begging to be punched by this lady just for a crumb of attention. But yeah, that was her return stream, a real highlight moment from it. Some other really great tiddlywinks are when she's being mad at her friends for switching up on her after the sexual assault clip surfacing, where she was mad that they didn't fight tooth and nail for her honor, even though her actions are indefensible to a normal, sane person. So obviously her friends aren't going to go to bat for her, I imagine, or at least they shouldn't. Like, I don't care if you're her best friend, you should be able to come out and say, like, yep, that's fucked up, that is sexual assault. I don't support what's happened there. And she's getting mad that people did exactly that. Like, her friends were like, nope, that's unacceptable. She expected them to just be like, no, you guys are misunderstanding. And then she goes in to be, like, upset that they weren't texting her to get her side of the story, even though there's no sides. It is sexual assault, no matter how you spin it. You can try and feign ignorance until the cows come home. It doesn't change the fact that what you did is still textbook sexual assault. Just because you are a woman who did it to a man doesn't mean that it doesn't count.
You ready?
Yeah, go ahead, Nina.
All right.
Okay, Brad.
Not that bad.
I know. Concentrating on the bottom.
Okay, girl.
No, Nina. Oh my. Wow, you have the best masseuse, Toast.
That was good.
Wow, she is so bold.
My spine.
You love to see it.
All right.
So bold, so bold. Yep, keep it up.
Push.
Yep. Good job, Nina.
So Toast shared his experience with Nina, where he went there expecting a professional masseuse, only to be met by a stranger named Nina, the fucking boogeyman here, coming up and giving him this massage, where she was very clearly making a joke of it by just, like, groping him, like just grabbing on his ass cheeks there. Like, she was grabbing those things like fucking motorcycle handles. It's not an accident, it's not unintentional. She didn't just like wander down there while trying to give a legitimate massage. She is literally honking on his butt cheeks. And people are laughing about it, making light of the whole thing, like, Nina, oh my goodness, ha 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 ha. It's sexual assault. If that was a man that did that to a woman that was lying on that table, how many people would be laughing? Probably not very many. I imagine it'd be crickets for the most part. It'd be more silent than a James Corden stand-up routine. There wouldn't be a lot of laughter. It wouldn't really be viewed as a holly jolly good time. I imagine most people would immediately try and say, like, stop or step in, put the kibosh on it, but not here. Here, it's just treated as a joke. But why? Just because it is Nina doing this to a man, Toast, it doesn't make it not sexual assault. And in Toast's statement, he even says he has no idea who she was at the time. She just stepped in, did this. He was extremely uncomfortable, but didn't say anything in the moment because there's a bunch of cameras in his face, and it's hard to try and, like, speak up in front of that because then it creates a tense situation. So it's an extra level of fear where it's hard to speak out and express, negative feelings in a case like this because, well, maybe now the streamers there view you as the bad guy, or the chat starts attacking you or something, so it makes it very difficult. And it's something Toast briefly mentioned, and it's something that I've seen expressed numerous times in the past about, like, it was hard to say anything in the moment because of all these cameras and all these people watching. And it's very true. Again, if this was a man that was doing this to a woman lying on that table, a complete stranger, just starts, honking on her butt cheeks there, how many people would be laughing? Probably none. It shouldn't be treated differently in this case. This was still a non-consensual sexual act that was performed on Toast and Saeed that is not being taken seriously. She received a week-long ban, and that's it. And it's not like she herself has digivolved into a better person or anything, learned her lesson, expressed any real level of remorse or anything like that. She is still treating it as content. Like, just the idea of her sexual assault is now a joke on her stream. Like, oh, I just can't touch people anymore. I'll have to NDA you, tee-hee-hee. That's crazy to me. That is just crazy. I know she issued an apology statement not long ago, which I think is pretty blatantly obvious, not her words. I think that was farted out through an actual PR firm, because I don't think she is capable of something like that. I'll stop blabbering here in just a moment, but it is so wild to me how little Twitch did here, and how little they seem to care about what's happened on their platform here. In the past, they've made plenty of questionable bans and unbans. Like having full-blown sex, penetrative sex on stream was a 3-day ban. And many other such cases of similar things, like that lady who full-blown spread her butthole goatsy style on stream only being 24 hours, stuff like that. But this is something so different from that, where that sexual content is something that shouldn't be allowed on Twitch and isn't by their own rules, and they don't seem to really enforce them all that well. This is literally not even just against their rules, it is against the law. Sexual assault, again, is illegal, and it has been broadcast on Twitch twice with this woman, Nina Lynn, being the sexual assaulter. And they only give her a week ban for it. This is unlike anything I've seen from Twitch in the past. It is truly shocking. And I'll leave you with one more clip from Saint Nina here. You remember how I called this week ban basically a vacation? Well, it's not just my words. She also views it that way as well.
W chat. I want to say W chat. So all the haters out there, y'all can suck my dick. Word 2, I don't give a fuck. Fuck you bitches, bro. You bitches not me. Y'all been through nothing that I've been through. Fuck you. This ain't the worst it's ever been. I'm not gonna lie. It's bad to say, but this is not the worst it's ever been. I've been through worse. I've actually been through worse. So this jail was kind of like vacay jail a little bit. I'm not gonna lie, bro.
Nice work, Twitch. Vacay jail for sexual assault. Unbelievable. Anyway, that's really about it. See ya. I just saw one of the most high-octane chases that's ever been captured on film. It involves someone being accused of being a predator, getting away in one of the most absurd vehicles I've ever laid my eyes upon.
Sorry, what's your name again?
Roger.
Roger? Hey, Roger, can I have a chat with you? Just a chat, man. I don't wanna call the police. I just wanna have a chat with you, okay?
Yeah.
So, why do you think it's okay, brother? And I'm just filming for our own protection, so you can't tell the police I touched you, okay? No, Roger, I just want to chat with you, Roger.
Jesus Christ, just leaving him in the dust, engaging the afterburners, activated the NOS boosters there. Running after him's like trying to run after a lightning bolt. Godspeed, good luck. That's not happening. This guy's not even in a vehicle, he's in a goddamn doohickey. This shit looks like a gizmo that Jimmy Neutron would have clapped together in the middle of an episode to try and get something done, but it'd also be able to shoot off into space. Like, it actually looks like it's made out of Legos by a big Toronto Raptors fan. This shit looks like he's riding in the head of a Bionicle, like he's about to go out there to try and save the Mata Nui. It is the most absurd thing I have ever seen with wheels. And that's coming from someone who owns a Moby Huge mobile, which is a fucking 3-foot, 60-pound dildo that we converted into a motorized unit. Like, this is the stupidest fucking thing I think I have ever seen. This thing doesn't even look real. It looks like it runs off of quarters. What was even the plan here? Like, there's no passenger seat. Where would they even go, like, in this car? And I'm using the word car very loosely here. Like, did they plan on strapping the 15-year-old to the roof of it like a Christmas tree? Like Clark Griswold? I guess the most likely scenario is Roger was going to try and convince them to sit on his lap. But now his plans have been foiled. He's being confronted and he's freaking out, so he's doing the only thing he knows how to do. Throw that bitch into fucking 12th gear and really step on the gas.
Roger, I'm not gonna do nothing, I promise. I'm gonna call the police, Roger. I got your address, Roger. Roger, just chat, Roger. Roger, just chat. She's 15, Roger. You can't do that. Roger, shame on you, Roger. She's only 15 years old, Roger. Roger,
Listen to that engine roar. No doubt this puppy runs off pure testosterone and diesel. There's like a fucking V8 in there. Now there is no fucking way that this Toys R Us cruiser is street legal. There's no shot. So he has to be violating road laws here as well. But I do love that the cameraman is just like power walking in order to keep up with it and just being like, Roger, come on, Roger. Like, the more times he says Roger, the more it made me giggle at just how outrageous this whole situation here was. I just really can't get over how ridiculous Roger's vehicle is. If you look in the cockpit of that thing, there's like one giant red button, and it looks like only two other things in the entire like dash of it. It is basically a remote-controlled car that Roger is piloting. And it sounds like a remote-controlled car too.
Roger, she's only 15. I'm recording you. I have your address. The cops will go there, Roger. The cops will show up, Roger. Roger, I just want to have a chat with you, Roger. Roger, you know you can go to jail, Roger? She's 15, Roger. Shame on you, Roger. Shame on you. I will take this to the police. Shame on you.
I really thought the video was going to end when Roger made that right turn. But I love that the reporter here, the boots on the ground journalist, like the detective, got in his car in order to catch up to Roger. I don't know how he was able to pull off a feat like that with how fast Roger was zooming around, but, you know, hats off to him for catching up and engaging in the slow speed pursuit. So he pulls up next to Roger and continues to just like talk at him like, Roger, let's have a chat. Like he's Chris Hansen on the go right now. And Roger just continues to ignore him from the fucking Batmobile here. Now, I haven't been able to find too much information about this with the lore of Roger or what happened after this video. I have been unable to locate any information on whether or not it's even real. This could be like a stage skit, though I imagine it's kind of difficult to find someone willingly there to play the pedophile, but it is definitely possible, and there have been some predator hunters and predator catchers that have faked these kind of things before in the past. So I don't even know if it's 100% authentic or not. Roger might not even be a pedophile or anything at all right now. It's all allegations, and I can't find any information about this anymore. The original upload of the video on YouTube is taken down, so it's been very difficult to find more information about all of it. So it could be staged, it could be fake, could be real, there's no telling. But regardless, the video itself actually made me laugh, like, out loud, not just blowing air out of my nose.
Hey, Roger! Roger! Can we talk? Oh my god! That thing was small.
We get yet another angle here of Roger zipping down the road in the fucking sexual predator parade float. And even the camera guy starts laughing about it, mentioning just how, like, tiny the car is. Like, it is, like, shockingly small. It looks like he's got a fucking roller coaster seat with wheels on it. It's like a motorized fucking photo booth. And he's driving it on normal public roads. Now, I did a little bit of digging, and there was actually a bunch of car people that were scratching their heads trying to figure out what this was a few years ago, and someone finally tracked it down. It's apparently like a shop rider cabin mobility scooter, and then they linked a similar model here, and it's $7,400. Over 7,000 clams for this is a pretty penny, and Roger, he even went the extra mile and customized it with some Toronto Raptors decorations. But anyway, I imagine Roger didn't face any legal repercussions for anything. If this was a real case that he was being investigated by this individual and he had evidence that he was going to meet a 15-year-old girl and he turned it over to the authorities, I imagine that the police still didn't act on it. That's extremely common, where if someone takes matters into their own hands and they don't work collaboratively with law enforcement, when they do present the evidence to the police just wipe their ass with it. They can't use it. which is why whenever someone's doing predator hunting, most of the time the predators don't get any like actual jail time or anything because the police don't use those investigations unless they collaboratively compiled it together. And in this case, it doesn't really seem like this was done with authorities. Like I would have thought if the authorities worked on this together and they're about to go in for the bust, you'd probably see a couple police cars, you know, scoot in sideways or something, be like, "Get out of the fucking paddy wagon, Roger, get out!" But that didn't happen. Instead, Roger was being chased around saying, like, "Let's chat, Roger," and then he just declined to do so and continued to go for a joyride. It remains unknown if Roger still cruises around in the Toronto Raptors Shop Rider cabin mobility scooter deluxe turbo arcade edition vehicle that he was appearing in this video. But anyway, I just had to talk about this a little bit. It had me laughing. That's it. So yeah. Is he wearing a wig or is that his real hair? Just I'd say just get in there and tell me what you think of the burger.
So yeah,
holy
so
shit!
$9 and something cents for the triple.
You got soda, Papa? Can I have some? Thank you.
What the fuck is going on in this car?
Papa is Big Papa talking.
Can I have a little soda?
What the fuck is going on with the guy over here?
Is basically
he's ruining the review.
Meat and potatoes right here.
What, is it good?
Meat and potatoes. You know what I'm saying? You know what? That's it. I'm not coming to the hood anymore, man. Yo, I'm sorry. You're gonna have to.
What a fucking wild review this is.
A lot of weirdos around here. I know.
Yeah, they're the weirdos. Everyone outside of this car, not inside. That's not where the weirdos are.
This video is turning into the haunted video.
Give me some of that burger.
This is the worst fucking review of anything I've ever seen in my life.
If she kill you, I'll kill her.
Give me some of that burger.
Now I'm trying to eat my burger. Now I'm trying to eat my burger.
What is going on?
Now. Who the hell is calling me right now?
Unless you give me.
Is that a phone call or did they just ignite a taser in there?
Give me a burger.
In peace, and call the cops. I know your carjacking ain't gonna work now, cause I'm trying to enjoy my Wendy's burger.
Is it so?
I'm not gonna put my hair.
So what's the review looking like?
It doesn't mean I'm not. Come on, guys. Now I gotta edit this damn video, which I wasn't planning to do.
Yeah, you did a great job of editing it.
Extra work on my butt now.
Yeah, real shame.
I'm only halfway through this damn burger.
Yeah, Review Bra's got some real competition here.
Hold on a second, lady. Can you please
nothing I'm saying. Can you listen? Can you give me a burger for me?
No.
Oh, we have a guest reviewer coming in.
Papa, please.
I can't do that.
Please, Papa, please.
No. Hello, whoever's out there, get his eyes over here. Let's get this lady out of here. No, I can't.
Well, give her a bite of the bacon burger so we can get her input, please. An unbiased third-party judge has come in here and let's take the blessing. What does she think?
So what do you want me to do? I'm sorry for that, lady. Excuse me. No! No, get out of my face, Marcy. No, I say no, I can't. Close the window. Close the window. I can't. The car is off. So you can see, ladies and gentlemen, I've been carjacked.
Yeah. That was intense.
Old lady tried to carjack my car just now.
Is that what she tried to do? I think she just wanted a bite of that delectable pretzel bacon burger.
I got it messed up. I'm not gonna stop me. I'm doing what's right.
Agreed. Justice. You're a hero. Finish that burger.
All right.
He's taking tiny baby pussy ass bites on it. I like it. Savoring it.
Right. Yeah, I got a lot of editing out in this damn video.
Yeah, your editing is second to none. Let me tell you what. This is the longest 13 minutes of my life.
It needs some.
Does it ever come back?
Fries, bro? No, thank you. Okay. That's because he got his own fries. You got your own fries?
Does he?
Inside the box?
What happened? Okay, I have to see more. That was a beautiful disaster. That was like A historic disaster of food review.
Yo, just get it off right. Alright, guys.
He's embarrassed by this video?
I'm in the Jamaica
This one must be
Avenue hood,
exceptional.
right? So I'm not far away from the avenue, and I decided to make a video. Oh shit! Look at all that prime rib action. Look at that! Look at that! Look at that job.
So why is he embarrassed by this?
Gotta be not pricey, but pricey. Ooh, mama. Look at that, mama.
I'm glad he turned on the light in broad daylight.
All that meat. Look at all that meat. That delicious meat.
He gave himself a spontaneous haircut, stopped by a GTA 5 barber.
Don't leave me now, baby. The people's be looking at me back and forth.
Why?
I don't care. I gotta eat my food, right?
Well, yeah. Why are they looking at you? You're just eating. Why is that weird?
You gotta eat out the sandwich, man. You don't eat all that.
What are these flashbacks? Or fast forwards, I guess. I don't know. It could be anything.
So, alright. So
it was him from the future calling to warn him to stop food reviews. It's a slippery slope.
I was driving to the
Next thing you know, you're eating Arby's prime rib cheesesteaks out of the dumpster and bringing it to the car.
I ordered a spicy one. Apparently, it's not the spicy one. This is the unspicy one.
Oh, what a shame. They scammed you. Go throw that shit on the floor in there.
I need more meat. So here in New York, well, everything is more expensive.
I'm happy.
Especially the meat and food.
At this point, I'm half expecting him to get like in a car accident here. Like somebody just swerves and takes him out. Anything can happen here.
Here to the side. What I think about this meatless sandwich?
Yo, give me your verdict. What do you think? Hey, can you send me you from the past post haircut
sure.
too? What he thinks?
2.
That's not terrible.
Because mostly bread. See, look at it.
Well, you also have like a refined palate though, like a celestial palate of the gods. Like maybe it'd be a 2 for you, but a 5 for me. You have to cater your scale to mortals and their taste buds. Alright, I have to see more. This is probably the best food reviewer I've ever seen. This is on another level. Eating eggplant taco from Tony's Taco? What the fuck is Tony's Taco? And then I like how his title is Eggplant plus Cow.
Right? So I went to a place called...
Just for anyone that happens to be searching for eggplant and cow. Making sure he gets in the algorithm.
Tony's Taco. $5 right there. That's some change. You know,
looks good.
New York.
He just starts eating the plastic and the foil.
Just close this damn window. Lower the exposure as well. Now you can hear me better. Alright, so, yeah, my eggplant
It doesn't help when the passenger side window's open though, bro. You have to close both windows. I can hear your friend has his window down. And the sunroof is open. The sunroof is also open. He closed 1 window out of 5.
It's a little hard.
This man is an actual disaster artist. I love it. Damn, he's really mean mugging hard right now.
Eat it. See, look, I'm just gonna eat this stuffed crust pizza. Wow. Thumbnail. Okay. Yo, I gotta eat this pizza out.
He's the most enthusiastic food reviewer of all time. This is what food reviews are all about. Passion.
Damn, look at that pizza.
It looks like the pizza's holding him hostage, forcing him to consume.
I haven't had pizza in a while.
He doesn't look happy about this at all.
But
let's see, what's his second most viewed? Eating 7-Eleven. He's the king of pizza, the patriot of pizza. All right, so this is his wheelhouse then.
The dog got all this pizza right now.
What was that noise? Does he have someone trapped in his trunk, or was that like a celebratory pizza noise? Bob's car is like a Bob's car is like a traveling psych ward. That is like exactly what it is. It's like as if one flew over the cuckoo's nest did food reviews. There has to be more. I mean, every food review kind of bangs, if I'm being honest. Like, I haven't seen a terrible video from Bob yet. Like, this man only makes bangers. But he's chasing his own glory with the Wendy's pretzel bacon pub burger, if I'm being honest.
I was looking forward to take this, man. Take it. Knock yourself out. I was gonna look for the Diet Sprite, but they ain't got Diet Sprite, so...
I think his best videos are when he has other people trapped in the car with him.
Okay.
I feel like he just opens the car door and whoever happens to sit in the passenger seat, he lets be part of his food review. It seems like they have no idea who each other are in every single, like, collaboration video he makes.
Oh, man.
What's up, everybody? It's Critical. I'm playing an educational game. Let's do this shit. Hungry pumpkin. Let's see just how hungry this pumpkin is. Fucking Ra's al Ghul is storming my restaurant.
I'm very hungry.
Well, you've come to the right place, you sentient basketball. What do you want?
Give me the soda.
You want the soda? I got the fucking soda right here. Alright, I guess the aluminum gives it a little extra flavor, a little more bite to it. Hamburger? Bon appetit, bitch! What do you want next? I guess the fish is that horseshoe over there. Enjoy it. Scrumptious. Is he gonna eat the fucking salt? He just ate the salt. He is begging for sodium chloride poisoning. No, fuck your rice. You're getting french fries. What the fuck's got your asshole on your titties? Just Jedi slap the french fries away. Fine, eat your fucking rice. Bowl and all. No, here's Pac-Man instead. That's it! That's it! You get your shitting ass out of my cafe. Take this water with you. Just fucking eats the glass. This pumpkin must have molars made out of stainless steel. Just fucking picks the eggs up with his hands. No table manners whatsoever. The butter too, just takes the whole fucking stick of butter, doesn't even share the shit. That must be this jar of gasoline. Its face kinda looks like Mega Man, or Donald Trump, if he was a pumpkin. Donald Trumpkin. Fuck do you want now, bread? Chow down on that shit. Here, take this. You know, that's fucking... I'm fucking tired of having this asshole in my restaurant. And he's the only person in my restaurant. Can somebody explain to me how Anus Pumpkin Nipples is the only person in this cafe? This troglodyte piece of shit is my only customer.
Give me the sandwich.
You want a sandwich? I laced it with cyanide. No effect.
Give me the pizza.
Pizza? I sprinkled mercury on that bitch. He doesn't care. Hot dog? The bread's made out of squeezed ass cheeks.
That was delicious. I'll be back tomorrow.
No, fuck that. Come back on Halloween. I felt like I learned a lot, though. That was very educational. If that pumpkin can't teach you, then bitch, you just can't learn. Barnyard Disco. Let's... What the fuck is this? Old McDonald is our DJ for tonight. At this prestigious nightclub. Am I just supposed to dance with some animals? Oh, I will dance with a sheep. That sheep and I will dance. Is the music just like teleporting the animals here? Oh, what the fuck? These moves are so groovy. That duck is milking the cow on the dance floor. Fucking hardcore. My mastery of the hokey pokey cannot even compete with that type of choreography. Let me see what else we can find here. In, on, over, under. Alright, this is... There's not even a pumpkin here. What the fuck is this?
Put the mushroom under the table.
Why the fuck does a crocodile want a mushroom put under the table? What purpose does it serve?
On the window.
That's where I fucking draw the line. I am not putting a gecko on a window. Alright, let's see what else we can find. Preferably something with pumpkins so we get the most out of the learning experience. Let's try numbers. That's what I'm talking about. That's a lot of pumpkins. That's fucking 10 times the learning capabilities. What do I do? 2. Oh, there we go. We're just blasting pineapples into the crowd. There we go. Making music with numbers. Fucking dropped a dinosaur egg, banana, and grenade on the keyboard. A marvelous symphony. Beethoven's music can't hold a candle to this shit. The pumpkins over there must be eagerly awaiting the release of the album. Call it half the piano, double the music. Alright, I think I have a firm grasp on numbers now. I'm done playing this. Well, that's the end of this video. Remember to rate the video, comment the video, and subscribe if you want to see videos similar to this one. See ya. DJ Khaled tries actually producing a beat and gets roasted by internet. Okay, here, this one looks like it's the raw. Alright, alright. That sounds like one of those stock beats on the Yamaha drum machines from Toys R Us back in the day. Isn't his whole career made around making beats, though? What does he do? What? Someone enlighten me on, like, what DJ Khaled did to become rich and famous. I thought he made beats. Why is this so bad? If you look up his Wikipedia page, it says his occupation is hype man. I mean, that's a pretty good occupation, honestly. He ain't even hype? He ain't even hype? Excuse me? Alright, I'm gonna have to go back to the Overwatch concert, aren't I? Yes, sir. Boom! Ain't even hype my ass. Is there any other big DJ Khaled moments that I haven't looked at recently? I feel like I've kept up with DJ Khaled for the last 6 years. I feel like I haven't missed much of anything from him.
Satisfied until he's got you nodding your head as he puts it down on the turntables. UPN33 Shamari Stone has his story.
I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm from the future. He did not put it down on the turntables. Crowd at the boxing event was not entertained during DJ Khaled performance. Well, I don't believe that. It's impossible. Man, the quality is awful. Why does he do this? He did this in Overwatch too. He doesn't even perform his songs or play the music. He just, it's like a cappella, and he hopes the crowd knows the words. All I do is... Okay, now on to the verse. Like, what the fuck is the point in even hiring him at that stage? I'd rather just hear the song over the loudspeaker. I'm not here to sing the song for you. Usually when an artist like turns the mic to the crowd, it's for like the chorus at like the big hook. But Khaled has them do the whole song. Oh shit! Let's go, baby! Wow, he is so agile. That shooting form! Yeah, there you go. Just give him some space. Give him some space. I don't know what it is, but in the hands of DJ Khaled, that basketball looks like it weighs 60 pounds. He handles it like he's handling a fucking bowling ball. Him struggling to say the word jewelry. Oh, I have seen that one, yeah. It's a tough word, to be fair. Like, this one trips up most people, honestly.
First of all, I have so much jewelry. I got more jewelry, and it's not even about the jewelry. Because, you know...
Jewelry! What is jewelry?
You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, at the end of the day...
Like I said, it's a tough word. You know? Not everyone can say it.
But this is California!
Yeah! It's like he's rolling a giant invisible pizza pie. He was in Vegas. I have such a hard time understanding what people say when they're chanting. What are they saying? Are they saying camel toe? Oh, get him off. Okay. Get him off. Alright. Makes sense. So he wasn't even in California when he said this statement? This is California? I heard Yellow Claw. Oh, Yellow Claw. That does sound pretty close as well. DJ Khaled and his wife boxing. DJ Khaled annoys the shit out of his wife and almost gets slapped. DJ Khaled's wife had enough of him during her workout. There's so many options.
Honey, the fireworks. Honey, honey, honey.
Those are some good fireworks. Man, look at those puppies go.
Honey, 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 honey. You love me?
Jesus Christ.
Honey, do you love me? Tell me if you love me.
Leave her.
Honey, I called for the exclusive
Jesus.
VIP van for you, honey. Come on, let's go, let's go, let's go. You can do it, you can do it. All that talk you talk, let's do it.
Yeah, shut the fuck up. I ain't like you. I don't need you in the background.
Yo, come on, let's go, let's go, let's go. Come on, let's go, let's go, let's go.
Alright, this one seems genuine.
You can do it, you can do it.
Why would he end up posting that? Oh my god. Bro, I love DJ Khaled. He's so good. DJ Khaled goes on rant after his album didn't hit #1.
Playing it, you know, go to the barbershop, you hear them playing it, you know, turn the radio on, and you hear them playing it.
Yeah, that's how music works.
It's playing everywhere. It's called great music.
It's just called music.
Albums that you actually hear the songs. Not no mysterious shit and you
What?
never hear it. On your dome. I gotta say this too.
What in the fuck what does that mean? What album has mysterious shit you can't hear on it? Oh, I see. He was pissed that Igor by Tyler the Creator got #1 over him. Gotcha. Gotcha. I see. What album did Khaled make? I don't think I know a Khaled song that isn't just like a feature. Let me see. Do his albums actually like crack the top million? Because his beats, at least from the videos I saw just a second ago, are terrible. Here, this is called Khaled. I've heard 0 of the songs on here. Oh, nope, I've heard Popstar. Because of Drake. You gotta watch DJ Khaled Peaches dance. I'll just do dance. I just like seeing him move, really.
We won the summer, we won the year. We got it. Hits played back to back that many times.
What a wonderful start. That is legitimately how I dance when I'm alone and eating a good meal. Germa actually said it best. I was watching Germa's stream and he brought it up. He was saying like sometimes he'll eat something that's so tasty that he just starts like throwing punches. And he explained it by saying like, my mind's having so much fun, my body's like, hey, I want a little bit of that fun. So he just starts punching. I do that same shit. I feel like a lot of people do. So I'll just start like busting out like moves and shit. Sometimes I'll even try and hit like the like marching. And I absolutely do these kind of things that Khaled's doing here.
We got it. Hits played back to back that many times.
He's so relatable. Hold on, I don't want to get DMCA'd. I don't even need the music. The dancing's fine. I can imagine the music. Whoa! This guy looks like he's like working in 50 times gravity. Like it's like the hyperbolic time chamber like before Gohan figured out how to use it properly. Oof! He's wearing weighted clothes. True. Yeah, that must be it. This man dances like it's RuneScape. Like, look at this. Compare a RuneScape emote to DJ Khaled's dancing. Where's dance on here? DJ Khaled's dancing is legitimately how, like, RuneScape characters do it. In fact, this is smoother. That looks more human-like than DJ Khaled's movements. Oh, fuck, even while working out? This man's ready to boogie anywhere. Oh! Even has a little ball pit to play in when he's done working out as a little treat. This isn't even dancing. This is like a full body orgasm he's experiencing here. Play the SpongeBob OST. Beautiful timing. He just hit the walking on the beach there. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Oh, he's gonna stand. He's gonna rise out of his chair with some fire. The music's going through his soul right now. I feel it. Yep. Oh, here it comes. The catharsis. Whoop! Hey Sneako, does this outfit look familiar? This is the same thing I wore last time I took you over my knee and spanked your bottom with some discipline. And I'm happy to report that these are back in stock and a lot more at moistglobal.com. Last time I talked about you, I used you for a merchandise push as well, so might as well stick with tradition. I bet just seeing me in this attire again has just sent you on a full-blown Winter Soldier episode with your eyes rolling into the back of your skull as you're experiencing post-traumatic stress disorder, because the first video I made on you offended you to such a high degree that you have not stopped whining since. It's already been 3 months, can you believe that? How time flies. You started shit with me by insulting me and my girlfriend out of nowhere, so naturally I responded by making fun of you in return, and showcasing the reasons why I don't respect you. But unfortunately I failed to calculate just how much of a sensitive fucking loser you are, because this hurt your feelings to such a high degree it's become like an Armageddon in your brain. 3 months you have continued to melt down about this. The day after I posted my response, he went on stream and had a huge unhinged tantrum and meltdown about the whole thing, and then he sent some of his viewers over. So I was joking with them, saying like, oh, you guys must have just stopped the cuties watch party over there at Sneako's stream, right? Welcome, cucks, that kind of shit. And it got really under his skin in a big way, so he started dancing around with the gun and threatening to come shoot me. So he kept saying, oh, you're in Tampa, right? I'll come see you, waving his gun around and dancing.
You wanna watch my clips? Watch my clips. Watch my clips. You want me to watch your clips? Watch my clips. These are the only clips I'm watching, you were?
Now the reason he keeps saying watch my clips while threatening me here is because during the stream I couldn't watch him live because he just kept shouting slurs. So I said watch my clips to see what I was saying about you. I had to communicate via Twitch clips. And I'm sorry to be that guy, this is like the grammar police of guns, but he's a fucking imbecile, you absolute buffoon. What you have there is not clips. These are mags. They're mags, not clips, you absolute fucking dummy. The same way that this is also a mag. They're all mags. Stop saying clips, you look fucking stupid here. Anyway, sorry for the gun anatomy lesson. He was very upset, so he was threatening to come shoot me, beat me up, all of that, because I hurt his feelings, and it's been festering for quite some time now. 3 fucking months. You love to bitch about how everyone's canceling you. These soy boy NPC bots are all canceling you. It's all you do. You treat the teenagers in your Discord like they're your goddamn therapist. Just going in there to complain about the invisible boogeyman canceling you again, shaking your fist at the clouds. I also love that you treat this Discord server like it's your PR team, so you have them work on your responses on Twitter because you're not witty enough to come up with anything on your own. You have no ability to banter. You can't insult anyone. Anytime you're pushed, all you fall back on is one of 3 things: soy boy, bot, or NPC, and that's it. You never deviate from this path. Which is ironic, because you're like literally a sheep. You have 3 programmed responses. You're like the absolute worst character, side character in an MMO. It's pathetic. But I'm getting sidetracked. You love to be super public about how much you hate antidepressants and you shit on anyone who takes antidepressants, but with the way you talk in your Discord server, I'm pretty convinced that you're only 2 or 3 messages away from asking your community to source antidepressants for you under the table to help with all of this mental anguish you're going through. And I think that'd honestly be a good idea. It might help you. But I'm putting the cart before the horse here. How did we get to this point? Well, I made that video about Sneako, and I fully planned on that being the only time I ever talked about this asshole. I really did. All I wanted to do was highlight why I personally don't respect him. I know a lot of people criticize me for not tackling his points, and to that I say, bah humbug, this fucking goober didn't make any points. All he did was insult me and my girlfriend. He insulted me and my girlfriend because I made fun of one of his friend's blatantly fake stories. He resorted to childish name-calling like, I'm ugly, and I don't go outside. That's not making any points. Like, what am I supposed to debunk there? No, actually, my mom thinks I'm handsome, and so does my girlfriend, so you're wrong, factually wrong. There's nothing to debunk. The whole point of the video was highlighting why I don't respect him. I'll go ahead and briefly give you a previously on Dragon Ball Z lore recap to bring you up to speed on the points I was making for why I think he is a pathetic piece of shit, and his opinion holds no value in my eyes. Is because he publicly defends Cuties as one of his favorite movies. Cuties was a Netflix film that used real child actresses in sexual situations, so they sexualized real children. A fact that Sneako himself acknowledges but writes off as being okay because it's realistic, because in the real world children get sexualized. I'll say it again, regardless of what the intention of the film was, they missed the mark because what ended up happening is they sexualized the child actresses. That is a problem. Full stop. Even if the message was supposed to be the opposite, they still ended up contributing to the very problem they were speaking out against.
I saw Cuties last night and it was pretty good. It's a pretty good movie. I went in ready to hate like everybody else. I saw the cover and I got clickbaited. So did you. You got clickbaited. The thing about Cuties is it's not an unrealistic film. Like, yes, it shows children in a sexual way, but this is not unusual now. And the people who are really mad about this aren't Gen Z.
Imagine claiming children in sexual positions is clickbait. Yikes. That's rough. You admit that the children were sexualized. That is bad. Okay? That means the movie failed in its mission. I don't know what you don't get about that. But regardless, I'm not here to just keep hammering home the same points. Another thing that I talked about for a reason I don't respect him is because he battles with his own sexuality. He is very public about how he used to go to these swinger parties, I think he says 4 in total over the course of like 2 weeks, where he watched his girlfriend get fucked by other men. Even telling the story of how he was literally in the bed watching his girl get fucked by a different man, moaning intensely, and it was traumatizing. Yet he recommends that everyone should try it at some point for some reason.
Because this was, imagine seeing the girl you love like
get fucked.
Get fucked.
You love her?
Yeah, I do. I love it. Yeah, I love her. I was about to say I love this bitch. I'm like, nah, let me not say that. I love my wifey, my queen.
And you allowed the love of your life to get fucked by another man.
What happened to the other three?
I'm crazy.
The first time, as soon as I saw it, like 3 pumps in, I just got up and walked out. I'm just like, I can't do that. Like, feeling traumatic thoughts, like seeing her with another person. It's a lot. But I think it's something everybody should do just to test. You know what?
So my point with this was, why is this the guy that's lecturing everyone on their relationships, shitting on people's relationships, when he himself is in one that makes him very upset and he can't come to terms with it? Now, if he's open about being a cuck and happy and proud to be a cuck, that's fine. But he's not. It makes him mad every single time. So why the fuck is this insecure guy the one that's the moral authority on healthy relationships all of a sudden? That was the point of me bringing up that clip. Now, that was basically the whole video. I summed it up real quick. All I pointed out is I don't respect his opinion because he defends a movie I consider to be child porn. I think any film or any production that has real children being sexualized should be classified as child porn. That's how I view it. Maybe your definition's different, but that's how I personally view that kind of content. So him defending that was beyond reprehensible to me. And him being very public with his cuckoldry and how scarring it has been, it should be a lesson and an example that he himself is not great when it comes to relationships and all these things. And I posted that and it made him extremely upset and he hasn't stopped fucking crying about it for 3 months. So, fast forward to 2 days ago. I was streaming a Moist Esports tournament and I went up to go to the bathroom. I had to take a shit. It was a double flusher. So I was on the toilet for quite some time and I saw a Sneako post that he's posted quite a few times now and I thought, you know what? Fuck it. I'm not doing anything else right now on the porcelain throne. I'll play in the pig pen. So I did. For 3 months now, Sneako's had this adorable little collage that he made that looks like it's straight out of a 16-year-old girl's diary with pictures of boys from her class that she doesn't like. All about people that have hurt his feelings. This is his wall of shame for people that have insulted him online. What's even sadder about it is he purposely leaves out people that he's afraid of. So Turkey Tom, for example, made a whole video talking about Sneako and how pathetic he is. And Sneako tried to talk a big game to him, even challenged him to a debate, which Turkey Tom accepted with jubilation. He was ecstatic. And then Sneako kept ducking him, ghosting him. So he leaves Turkey Tom off of this list because he's afraid to actually talk to him. And he also leaves off quite a few other people, but the most notable other one that is comical for the absence is Brandon Buckingham. Brandon Buckingham is an internet content creator that Sneako lied about for a long time, and they had a lot of beef, and Brandon Buckingham actually challenged him to a fight. And Sneako is very fearful of him. We'll get into that more in depth in a moment, but I just need to set the stage a little bit here with this collage. So after seeing this for the 100th time in the last 3 months, I finally just said, holy shit, you pathetic, sensitive, soy little worm. I made fun of you for watching your girlfriend get fucked by numerous other men and also insulted you for defending child porn. That's not cancellation. That's just spitting on you for being a pitiful, sad cuck. And this puppy really blew up on Twitter in a big way. Now, I will say it again. What I did, and what I am doing right now, is not canceling you, Sneako. I am insulting you. I am making fun of you. Something that you were supposed to be a huge proponent of, right? Wasn't like one of your big things like bullying needs to be brought back. So now that I'm making fun of you, what, all of a sudden now it's off limits, now it's canceling? You have become the SJWs that you criticize so much. I don't know how you don't realize that. We continue. He says, you know in your soul you would never say that to my face. To which I respond, you literally have a collage of people that hurt your feelings on the internet. You haven't stopped whining about me for months now, you goofy NPC. Even if you beat my ass in a fight, it doesn't change the truth. You're still a cuck who also defends child porn. I think this is important to talk about, and I just talked about it recently. When you are getting your feelings hurt and your immediate response isn't to fire back with insults, jokes, whatever, it's to challenge someone to a fight, you've taken a huge L. You've shown that the person has got under your skin, and the only thing you can resort to is a caveman brain of, I'll beat you in a fight. Sneako, you beating me in a fight doesn't unfuck your girlfriend from the numerous men that had sex with her in front of you. It doesn't do anything. Everything I've said still stands. Nothing changes. It doesn't even salvage your ego. All it is a pathetic fucking attempt at attention. And I don't think you believe half the things you talk about. I really think Sneako just panders as much as possible. He himself doesn't even stand by the things he talks about. I really don't think he has any beliefs of his own. He just echoes what he thinks is going to get him the biggest audience / the most money. That's what I think. So this puffing out his chest of challenging me to a fight is clearly attention. That's what it feels like. Because you don't have the same energy for Brandon Buckingham. Brandon Buckingham is more than willing to fight you any day of the week. But with him, you don't want to do that. For some reason. Why? Do you not stand by your beliefs when it comes to Brandon Buckingham? He has said all the same things about you that I am saying about you. So why is he exempt? Why don't you want to fight him? That's so weird. This is what you said about Brandon Buckingham and fighting him.
And then finally, when Brandon Buckingham is down to meet Sneako, he's there to box him. They're both similar sizes. Sneako would now rather just sit at home and tell jokes behind his computer.
I'd rather sit at home and yell at a camera, tell jokes than, risk my manhood falling flat for Brandon Buckingham, if I lose the fight.
So now it's suddenly cool to just stay at home and keep it all online.
The full video here from Willie Mack is an absolute masterpiece on laying out every pathetic thing that Sneako has ever done, said, or everything ever. So I highly recommend checking it out. I'll put a link to it in the description. It's a banger. So, as you can see, the people he's confident in fighting are ones that he feels confident he'd win against. I'm 5'6", I think he's 6'1", so the height advantage he feels very confident with. And he has every reason to. He would probably beat me in a fight. But like I said, that doesn't change anything. Everything I've said is still true. You are a cuck, self-admitted, and you have defended cuties publicly, which, by more than just me, by many, is considered child porn. You're pathetic. Beating me in a fight doesn't change any of those facts. I've also been super vocal about how I don't want to fight. Like, I'm not afraid to say, I don't want to get hit in the head, right? I'm afraid of taking headshots. It's probably a super normal fear to have, so I'm averse to going into a boxing match, especially one that's just a clout-driven spectacle like this. That'd be completely fucking worthless. And I've been super open about that, which I'm sure you know since you keep saying that you've watched my content, so you probably know that I was never going to accept a fight in the first place. Especially since you're, significantly taller than me, right? It wouldn't make any sense. And even though you would probably beat me in a fight, you're certainly not beating me in an aesthetic physique competition, because goddamn, I blow your ass out of the water. Look at this fucking anime character physique I'm rocking. Meanwhile, you're over here with that Abercrombie and Fitch from 1998. Now, in Sneako's credit, he did start going to the gym recently. Maybe I inspired him, and you know what? That's great. I'm glad I could have a positive impact on your life like that, Sneako. Getting into the gym is a fantastic thing, and you're gonna feel so much better. And I know you'll start seeing results soon as long as you keep at it. And then finally, our last exchange goes very similarly to the others. You're not special from the other 10 soy boys who say the same thing. If you got a problem, stop talking on the internet. Let's solve it. So I said, got your Discord still working on responses? Brother, I have no problem. You started it and I made fun of you in return. You're upset about publicly admitting to cuckoldry and get mad at me for bringing it up. You should be mad at yourself instead. Have some self-reflection. Which it's true. I don't have a problem. You literally started it, Sneako, and you even asked your audience to let me know everything you said and send me your clips. You actually asked for a response, and then got super upset when my response was a little too mean to your feelings. How is that not the ultimate cuckoldry? Like, even more so than your girl getting clapped by 1,000 men. How? Like, how can you, with a straight face, still call other people soy boys? I'm not kidding, I really didn't want to keep talking about you, but you won't stop talking and crying about me. It's sad. I understand you have a humiliation fetish, so hopefully this whole thing has helped you orgasm one more time from all of it. I don't think it's fun dunking on you, Sneako. I don't. And I'm certainly not canceling you. But you keep doing this. So you forced my hand to make fun of you again. But anyway, that's about it. See ya. If you've got a full belly, prepare yourself because you might just puke upon seeing and listening to this unbelievable, embarrassing cringe. This is the worst flirting, the worst attempt at wooing a potential romantic interest I have ever seen. This is like playing a visual novel and then scaring away all of your potential love interests at once and getting the worst ending. Now, I'd like to give a bit of context here to the situation before we really dive into the meatballs from our spaghetti entree of cringe. A user on Twitter posted screenshots as well as videos from a random guy who had reached out to her on Facebook because he had seen her on a dating app. The two didn't even match, and I guess he must have assumed that it was some kind of glitch because they were destined to be lovers. It was fate that was pulling them together, but unfortunately technology had a malfunction, so he took matters into his own hands, tracked her down on Facebook, of which she had no connection to the dating app. She didn't connect any of her socials to the dating app, so he did some super sleuthing to find her on Facebook and reach out to her there to try and win her heart. And let's see how that went. Kelsey! I love that intro right there. It's straight out of Scary Movie, like that old commercial. What's up? He's coming at her like they're best friends from way back in the day. He then executes Order 66 and kills all potential for romance. He goes, I mean, okay, shit. Mayhaps that was a tad overly enthusiastic for a stranger danger message on a sunny Friday morning. There is so much quirk to the way that he texts that I'm getting uncomfortable. I can say with a high level of confidence that he is definitely in some kind of theater troupe because he is typing like he's acting out some kind of skit for a play. It's a little much here. My bad. Let's go with, I can explain. Fuck yeah, that works. Then drops a couple of emojis and then one of these bad boys. How she didn't immediately fall in love with this man is beyond me. This is aggressive. And it's already creepy because it's a complete stranger who saw her on a dating app and then tracked her down in order to, really directly communicate with her. So, let's go over where things went wrong here. I'll go ahead and get the playbook out like John Madden and say where everything fell apart for the offense. From the start, basically. There is nothing that's even remotely salvageable from what he tried to do here. There is nothing more annoying than texting like you're talking to yourself during the texts. Like when you say something like, Kelsey, oh wait, shit, mayhaps that was a tad too far on a stranger danger sunny Friday afternoon. Goodness gracious, how do I save this? Like that is so fucking lame. That is shameful. That is just downright shameful. I am shocked he didn't drop like an asterisk nuzzles you, and then an asterisk, you there? Yeah, and then one of those emojis. So she said, sorry, do I know you? And then it reactivates this cringe protocol. He says, oh hey, no, we don't know each other. Sincere apologies for the subterfuge. Oh brother, this guy stinks. Dropping subterfuge here in your creepy approach to a stranger. If you give me the tiniest bit of room, I'd be happy to explain. I reckon that said explanation will bring laughs and smiles. P.S. Not trying to rope you into a pyramid scheme to sell fancy Tupperware. Yet. He's trying very hard to be self-aware, and when he starts sending his voice memos to her, he reiterates 1,000 times like, this is weird, you're probably gonna think I'm weird, and then just keeps doing it. He sends so many voice messages that go for a long, long time. It's making my voice crack because of how fucking embarrassing it is. And you want to know the wildest part? I'm getting ahead of myself, and it's a spoiler. He has done this to multiple women, apparently. Other women have come forward after this tweet and all of this, the receipts here and all that went viral, with other women showing their interactions with him, and he even uses, like, the exact same lines on other women, which is really odd considering that has to be a 0% success rate. These can't be working well at all. It's so weird. So she decides to play ball here and open Pandora's box to see what comes out. She says, explain away. And he gives a brief, cool guy thing. Oh God, I just spent 60 minutes singing to seniors and man am I drained. But fuck it, I can do this. He's hyping himself up in the text messages he is sending to this girl. It is so embarrassing, and he keeps doing it. But it gets worse because right after that, he sends a voice message.
Hey, Kelsey, how's it going? Don't mind me, I fucking hate texting. I think we're all better without it, so I usually use one of these when I can. Also, I don't know if you've ever seen that Key and Peele skit, but that's how I feel about texting. I could go on. Anyway, I just want you to know right off the bat, I fully accept how fucking weird this is. I'm sorry, but like I said, I think if you give me a second, you'll probably end up laughing, and not that you need my permission, but feel free to just laugh directly at me for being a fucking idiot, for I am surely about to embarrass myself right now.
I do appreciate your stamp of approval. I and everyone else will be laughing directly at you for this, and I appreciate that you recognize what an unbelievably weird thing it is to do. I don't know why you keep doing it. This is the first of many voice messages he sends, even after recognizing this immutable fact that it is weird and embarrassing.
And sorry for the delay. I was going to get back to you, but someone called about a gig tomorrow and I'm trying to help them find a musician. Also, I'm not sure if I'm fucking funny anymore. I just spent 60 minutes, like I said, playing guitar and singing to a room full of senior citizens, but the room was stuffy and hot. I had to do it with a surgical mask on, and I'm not sure if I have any funny or social energy left, but I'm going to try. I'm going to try and fake it right now. So thank you for your understanding and patience, and here goes nothing. I'm a fucking idiot. Enjoy.
He's actually treating this like it's some kind of movie audition. What are you talking about? I also just, I love that he immediately makes himself seem like super busy, like, hey, sorry for the delay. I know you were waiting on bated breath for my explanation, but I had to help very big musicians find a gig. You may have heard of them before. Bring Me the Horizon. I'm the lead singer. So I had a lot going on. I was double booked, so I had to give them a different band. You may have heard of them, Metallica. But anyway, let me go ahead and explain what's going on. I just finished one of my own gigs, in fact, so I'm a little drained, but don't be perturbed because I'm gonna do my best to fake it. So stay tuned for part 2. It's coming right up. He's about to go through his stand-up comedy routine, which you don't want to miss.
In the trenches of online dating for a couple of years, so I definitely know how to identify the kind of person I'm like, if nothing else, the world would be better if we were friends. So hear me out. First of all, I never fucking see that shrug emoji. No one else uses it. It's typed into my phone. If I type shrug with 2 G's, it just shows up. Same thing on my laptop. Like, I'll use it in work emails. Fuck it. So right away, I'm like, interesting. I don't get it, though. She's cute. For how pretty she is, she should be boring. Why does she seem kind of strange in a good way?
That's a spectacular start right there. I was like, she's kind of pretty, so why isn't she like a fucking lobotomite boring dumbass? Like, she used an emoji that I really like. And she's pretty. Like, that doesn't make any sense. Pretty women can't have a personality, but you're like defying all of science right now. He just keeps going on about this fucking shrug emoji. He's talking about her bio on the dating site, and he just really fixates on that. That shrug emoji is like Cupid's arrow to this guy. He fell in love instantly when he saw it in her bio. I don't know why he thought it was a compliment to say that she's like strange and different in a good way because pretty women are like boring or whatever, insinuates that a pretty girl can't have a personality. I don't know what the thought process was with that approach, but it's definitely a bold play.
I think you said something about live music. My job is actually live music. I play guitar and sing. I do about 25 shows a month. I know it sounds made up. I feel like I invented the job. It's redonkulous, but I live very comfortably. Life is good. I do play at a lot of retirement homes, and it's great for my self-esteem, Kels, as I am a big hit with women over 80.
Time out. Technical foul here. He just dropped a redonkulous. He just said redonkulous. And then not only that, in his only second voice message here, he's already just calling her Kels. They're not even on like a first name basis. They're not acquaintances. These are two complete strangers, and he's already giving her like a nickname. What the fuck?
Oh yeah, and just the night before, I'd been talking to one of my best friends in the world, Roxy. Just people that like match you and they just write hey. So if someone writes hey, I just write hi. And if someone writes sup, I go nothing much, you. And like people that match me and clearly haven't read my fucking bio, folks will match and be like, so what do you do for a living? I'm like, come on, Chelsea. Like, yeah, you're kind of cute, but I'm pretty damn sweet. Try harder.
Why are you even talking about this? You're like trauma dumping on this complete stranger right now that you've tracked down from a dating app to try and communicate directly with because you didn't match with her. What the fuck is this? Now you're just going on about like, oh, dating apps are so weird. People just say like, hey. So then I'm like, hi. You don't know how to have a conversation. You didn't read the bio that I painstakingly typed up. I spent a long time on that bio and now I'm offended. Ridiculous. Redonkulous.
I don't know. It's just to see someone mention that in a bio, I'm like, thank you. I can see that you feel the same as me. Yeah, if people, I always think that effort should match interest in dating. So if you're curious if someone's interested or not, remember that scene with Justin Long and What's-Her-Face in that movie about dating? Is it he's just not that into you? And he's like, if the guy's interested, he will call. And it's true. So I found a line a couple of years ago and it's like, effort will always match interest. It will show you how interested someone is. And like, I'm pretty goddamn sweet and I am not that lonely, bored, or horny. I'm not going to take breadcrumbs from someone if I want a sandwich. So if someone hits me with a hey or hi, you can go fuck yourself.
He's just sounding like a complete unhinged asshole here. It's not that deep. What do you mean they can just go fuck themselves? No one's even, like, what does this have to do with anything in this situation? This isn't even flirting. This is just blurting. He's just blurting out all of the most nonsensical shit in his head right now to a complete stranger. And not only that, this is probably not even his first take. I bet he recorded this like 10 times until he had one that was like, this is the one. This was smooth. And that's what we got here. We got the final product. This isn't even like the first draft, I doubt. That's mind-blowing.
I'm worth more. Damn it. This is where the Kelly Clarkson song comes in. Yeah, no, your bio is just, there was so much intentional effort put in. And honestly, the more I scroll down in the pics, I'm like, this does not match up. I don't want to sound like an asshole. Like, attractive people can also be interesting and funny, but it's just incredibly rare. I speak for myself because I'd like to consider myself one of those.
That's the end of chapter 2 from the voice memos, but don't worry, there's still a finale, and it's the extended director's cut. The next one's over 5 minutes long. Also, he doubles down on this whole, like, yeah, you're, like, pretty, but you have a personality, which that just does not happen. I don't know why he thinks that that's some kind of, like, grand compliment. It's very odd. Now, before playing the 5-minute, 30-second monologue here, he must have seen that she listened to it. He's like, gotcha! Yeah, I gotcha! Red-handed, you listen to it. Curiosity got the better of you. And then she says, dude, so you saw me on Bumble and found me on Facebook? How? Clearly very creeped out by it, understandably. And then he goes, oh, I honestly just typed in Kelsey and I guess I got lucky. I figured because you put live music we might have some friends in common or something. I blame Zuckerberg, and then laughing emoji. Which contradicts everything that he's said here, because he's constantly talking and referencing her bio, which I think is referring to her dating profile bio, especially because he does mention, like, online dating with Hayes and highs and shit. So I don't even know why he thought that would somehow save the situation. Like, she'd be fooled by it.
For the love of fuck. I was like 2 minutes into one and it was awesome and funny and I was so proud of it, and then someone called me again about a gig this evening, and it's like, you know that thing where your friends know you're busy or you're on a date or something and then that's when they decide to call? Jesus Christ.
Excellent. Chef's kiss. This is how you start a romantic message. Oh, for the love of fuck. I was in the middle of something spectacular. You were gonna love it, Kels. You were gonna love it. Trust me. But then one of my fucking asshole friends called me about a gig because I'm so busy being a successful live musician. Can you believe that, Kels? Can you believe that? It's like those things, you know, where like we both go on dates, right? I go on dates. Clearly, you go on dates, and sometimes when you're just busy, people call. It's Jesus Christ.
But yeah, no, your bio was just the fucking bee's knees. I mean, listen, top 3 in like the hundreds or thousands I've seen. It was just, I don't know. I'm a very good judge of character, and you just seem like my kind of person. And I'm not saying we're star-crossed lovers. I don't know you, and you don't know me.
That's 100% correct. You don't know each other. So why are you doing this? This is not how you get to know someone. This is concerning. Also, you should never admit to seeing hundreds or thousands of dating profile bios. That makes you sound very desperate, that you spend all of your time on these dating apps, perusing it, cruising around, and if you don't match with someone you found attractive or interesting based on their bio, you go out of your way to find them elsewhere to try and talk to them, which is very scary behavior.
I fully accept how strange and unconventional this is. I got a vibe, and I figured I gotta go with it. I was like in a really good mood that day. I don't know. I'm totally winging it. But yeah, a lot of my close friends are women, and everyone unfortunately has a couple stories of having to block someone's number, or an ex just won't leave them alone, or going to the cops. Fuck, dude, I've had to block a few numbers of crazy people that didn't know they were crazy. So I really, really apologize sincerely if this in any way like triggered that, or it was weird or whatever. Kelsey, that's the furthest thing from my intention. I just wanted to say howdy, and I figured if I talk like an idiot, you'd probably feel like I did after I looked at your bio.
It's so close. He's teetering on the edge of self-awareness. Him saying all of this out loud should have led to this eureka moment where he was overcome with immense shame, and he just presses the eject button and deletes the voice memo and doesn't continue this conversation. Like, he's clearly pointing out just how weird all of this is. He's even going into all of his friends are women who, you know, have stories about having to block crazy people who didn't know they were crazy. Like, case in point, what you're doing here, but you keep trying to, like, make it seem like it's not weird, even though you do keep acknowledging how weird it is. So, like, you're fighting, like, a battle against yourself in your own messages. You are calling yourself out in front of the person that you're talking to as well. It's really weird.
Oh, okay. It's not fair. You've seen mine, or sorry, I've seen yours and you have not seen mine. If you want, I will screenshot my Bumble bio. I'm quite proud of it. I think it's pretty fucking good. It represents me well. And what else would I want to know if I was you? Gee, I'm like 6 feet tall, pretty damn handsome. I'd give me like a 7. No, like a 7.5 out of 10 looks wise. I mean, to my knowledge, no one has dated me for my abs or my hair. I'm guessing it's because I'm funny and honest and clearly very humble and go to therapy and emotionally intelligent.
It's not a job interview, bro. You don't need to be giving your resume here. Brother, just stop. Please. Goodness gracious.
7.5, maybe even an 8. I'm feeling really fucking good lately. I got a tan. I'm up to like 80-second side planks. I hate them, but they're totally worth it for the core. And big feet. So you know what that means, baby doll. Big socks.
You're scaring me. You are scaring me. Why would you do that? What? From way downtown here, he's throwing up a crazy jump shot. He immediately goes into, I've got big feet. You know what that means, baby girl. Oh my lord, please. Have mercy. Have mercy. Why? Why?
What else? I feel like I didn't tell you enough about the bio too. That shrug emoji was just, if nothing else, the fact that like you look like a Disney princess and you use that, I'm like, fuck it, I gotta talk to her. So, oh, I was definitely getting strong Kirsten Bell vibes too, and she's awesome. I don't know if you listen to her husband's podcast, Armchair Expert with Dax Shepard. I know it's quite the reference, but I have a feeling you might know what that is. One of my favorite episodes, actually, is it Lauren Graham that plays Lorelai? She was on there. Anyway, I am all over the fucking place, as is my job.
You're also all over the place in this one-sided conversation. Now you're shouting out podcasts, talking about fucking shrug emoji again. It's hurting me listening to this. Let this be a lesson to everyone out there watching this. Just don't do anything even remotely like this. Never engage in a one-sided conversation where you have to be the one filling in blanks in a conversation that doesn't really exist.
But I'm sitting here, a middle-aged guy in his car with the AC on and a SpongeBob shirt, and I would call this like the technological version of, you know, when like Noah stops Allie in The Notebook and he's like, I had to talk to you when I see something I want. Yes, I just made a Notebook reference. I don't know. I'm being a total idiot right now. So if nothing else, I figured you'd have a laugh and a smile and you can fucking make fun of me to your friends. I don't know. Now you have a solo podcast for a guy that makes like $6,000 a month on a microphone being an idiot.
He was right. This is something that everyone can laugh about and have a big smile on their face making fun of this whole situation. And then out of nowhere, he drops like his salary from his job, like to flex. He just like slides that in there. Which, I mean, it's an interesting strategy yet again. This guy's got a wild book of tricks.
I'm sorry, I don't normally bring up money, but I feel like I created my job out of thin air, and like I just submitted my 2022 taxes, and shit's been getting so much better the last few years, so I'm quite proud of it. That wasn't me trying to impress you, though, with money. I've got way more impressive shit than that. It just slipped out. I hope we can still be friends. Anyway,
Why leave it in there, then? You saying that clearly made you uncomfortable. You could have just deleted this and just tried again. Though I don't think you should have tried again regardless. This shouldn't have happened to begin with. But you yourself just made yourself puke in your mouth when you said your $6,000 a month out loud like that as like a flex, and you still let it ride. You still let this Beyblade rip. Why?
You look like a goddamn Disney princess. The bio completely floored me. I felt like it was written by a friend or something. I just got like strong, like fellow neurodivergent, super cool, gregarious, happy person vibes. And yeah, so listen, I'm an open book. You probably figured that out like 6 overshares ago. If you have any questions for me, please hit me. Don't be shy. If you want, I'll share my bio. I feel like it's unfair that, I've seen yours and you haven't seen mine. I'm quite proud of my bio.
This entire situation has been nothing but overshares from you. She's not going to ask you any questions. No sane person would. It's not going to happen. This whole thing was a complete catastrophe. And once again, hung up on this fucking bio thing. They're just bios. Most people write them in 10 seconds. I don't know how long he spent, like, finally crafting his, but that is not the norm. I'm sure she didn't spend days coming up with her bio on here. I don't know how it resonated so strongly with this guy, but I bet after this whole song and dance, the woman here immediately just deleted her whole account, or at the very least removed the bio entirely.
Yeah, for the 80th time, I apologize if this was weird, or like gave you any bad vibes. That's not my intention. Yeah, I gotta drive home now because I gotta go sing at a bar in Mississauga, and I have 4 more gigs this weekend, and it hurts to talk. So I'm sitting here in my car like a jackass, and yeah, I hope that all made some kind of sense. And if nothing else, please take the sincere compliment. I've seen hundreds of shitty bios, probably thousands, and yours was easily top 3. The only reason I'm not giving you number 1 is because then it would seem like I'm lying. But I'm a very genuine, honest person, and yeah. Actually, on my way home, I'm going to go to the park and feed the ducks. My favorite swan couple, Mr. Plump and Mrs. Plumfett, they just had babies a couple weeks ago. So, like, I'll run up and they recognize me and the babies are squeaking. The hierarchy of, like, waterfowl cute babies, it goes swan babies, then ducklings, and then goslings. But, yes, I may or may not do that 4 to 7 times a week. I'm a huge animal lover. Dogs are better than cats. Cats suck. Sorry if you have cats, but I'm sure your cat is cool.
That was one of the most peculiar lies I've ever heard. You're going to stop at the park on the way home so you can visit your favorite swan couple, Mr. Plumph and Mrs. Plumfett, because they just had babies a couple weeks ago, and they recognize you and get excited and start squeaking when you come by, like you're part of the family, part of the crew, part of the ship. What universe? What the fuck? That's not even something Dr. Seuss would write as like a little goofy side plot in a story. That is the biggest lie I've ever heard, for no reason, for no reason. The quirkiness is overloading, like the cup runneth over on quirk. Wow.
And yeah, take the compliment. Anyway, apologies if this totally like intruded on your day, opposite of my intention. And yeah, your bio was fucking awesome. I mean, there's a couple other assets I noticed too, but I cannot mention them without sounding like a fuckboy, so I'm just going to leave it alone. I'm sure you've worked very hard to be in the shape you're in, but goddamn, lady. God damn, I would not kick you out of bed for eating crackers. So I figured if you are half as funny as you seem to be and half as cool as I got from that bio, I would say howdy. Yeah, all right. Hope this made you laugh and smile, and you have a fantastical day, Kelsey. Cheers.
And that's the grand finale of this whole situation, and what a journey it was. I find this to be probably the best example of the worst approach to romance imaginable. And like I said, this was not an isolated incident. He's done this before. And he's even used the same lines before. Which is it's so wild. It's so wild. I had to talk about it. I had to. So yeah, that's really about it. So yeah. What do you know about Gary Peacock? Part-time biker, full-time clown. I have been giggling hard at the special silliness of Gary Peacock. So I just stumbled across this saga of Gary versus Pierce. So what happened is, Gary Peacock is a cyclist, and he's chugging along down the road, getting some cardio in, and a young man named Pierce is going to a skate park, and he passes Gary. But it was a little too close for comfort in Gary's mind. So he was enraged. Gary did what any sane man would do. He hunted him down. He stayed on his ass like a hound dog. He smelt blood in the water, so he started really kicking it into turbo and went following Pierce, and eventually when Pierce parked, Gary came up to the window, got really aggressive with him, started berating him, even yanked on his door a lot. It was like the fucking scene out of Jurassic Park with the T-Rex. And it leads to Gary calling the police. And things don't go the way Gary thought they would when the police arrive at the scene, I'll tell you that much. I don't want to spoil anything.
Yes, sir?
Did you see me?
Pulled off to the side, I did. I have it on dash cam.
Good. You see how close you came to me? You know what the law is?
I did not.
It's 3 feet, asshole.
I was.
No, you weren't.
Say it. Don't spray it, Gary. Man is so upset. He is spitting like an alpaca here. Every word that he gets out is like, he's like ventured to rock bottom from SpongeBob. Did you see me? Asshole? Man's blowing raspberries with his speech.
Okay.
You want to check your dash cam? Go
Yeah,
ahead and
I have
check
a
it.
dash cam.
Check it. What's your name? Last name.
You don't need that.
What's your last name?
You don't need my last name. I don't
got
need
your
an
license
ID.
plate.
Perfect.
Okay, I'm gonna call the police then.
Why? I have it on dash cam. You're
Fine.
weird.
This was a dangerous move from Pierce here to call the Gary Peacock weird. The enforcer of justice. The man whom even the Lord is a little afraid of. So, Gary Peacock is puffing out his chest here. He is literally peacocking here, trying to fucking flex his meat out here, demanding that this guy identify himself to Gary as if he has any ground to stand on there. Nothing happened. If you boil down this situation, it is literally a nothing burger. You're fighting ghosts. You're having a fantasy in your head that's making you upset. You're right to get mad if he was too close. You could shake your fist, be like, oh, pay more attention. That was scary. But at the end of the day, you wipe the sweat from your brow saying, whew, close call. At least I didn't get hit. Then you pull up your big boy britches and you move on like a grown-up. The only thing that can come from this level of road rage, this outrageous level of anger where it has you going out of your way to hunt down the person to confront them directly, is either you get your ass beat or worse, or it escalates the situation to a degree where you can't come back from it and you end up making a fool of yourself, calling the cops, and getting yourself in trouble. There is no good outcomes from road rage like this, and it's a lesson Gary learns the hard way.
Fine.
I'm gonna go skate.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am.
No, you're not. You're not. You're not going anywhere until the police come.
Dude, stop.
No, you're a fucking...
Dude, literally stop.
No, I'm calling the police and you're not leaving. You're not leaving. You're not leaving.
Bro's got his fucking hands on me and stuff.
Yeah, guy
Why?
won't leave because of the police.
Look at this dude.
I still can't get over how perfect Gary looks for this role. Like, he looks like someone that you would envision, like picture in your head, if you were told that a cyclist was freaking out over nothing at a skate park. Like, he looks like if you tried to draw some kind of quintessential creepy PE coach. So Gary's taking matters into his own hands now, ripping at the guy's door, trying to prevent him from leaving, putting his hands on him to stop him from moving. All because Gary believes that he was going to flee the scene like it was fucking Need for Speed. He was just going to burn rubber and get out of there for fear of the repercussions that Gary could bring, the unholy hellfire that he would rain down. Even though dude wasn't even trying to leave, he was trying to skate. You know, the activity he came there to do. So he wasn't even leaving the scene. Not that there's even a scene here in the first place, just the scene that Gary's making with the conniption that he's having. He was going 10 feet away to skate, which is what he planned to do, man. He wasn't running away.
What are you doing? Why are you so cranky?
I'm calling the police. That's
Dude, why are you so cranky?
No, you're not going anywhere.
Oh my god.
You're not going anywhere.
I don't want to be aggressive with you, dude.
You already are. You pushed into me. I asked you to wait. You didn't wait.
I didn't push into
you. Did.
You.
How'd you get out of the car?
You yanked me.
Yeah, I've got a very aggressive teenager here that almost hit me in the car, and now he won't give me his last name, and now he's trying to leave. Gene, and he's recording me because he's a jerk.
Watch your fucking mouth, Gary. Calling a guy a jerk? You're going a little too far, man. You're rampaging. You're being rambunctious, and you need to calm down. You're gonna say some things you're gonna regret, Gary, if you keep calling people jerks.
Mm-hmm.
And I want you to come and give this guy a ticket. I'd be willing to testify in court against this guy. He came way too close to me. Huh? He did not hit me. There's a law in Utah that says you have to stay 3 feet from a cyclist. He did not. He just went right next to me. I wouldn't bother pulling over if this guy weren't unsafe. Yes, I'm still on my bicycle. He's here. Gary Peacock, you...
I love that he starts reciting law to the police. I know more than you guys, so you might be missing the problem here. No, I wasn't hit, but he was way too close, violating this law, which I'm gonna have to spit to you guys because you're too fucking stupid to get it, I guess. And I love the way he announces, I'm Gary Peacock. Like, I half expected him to strike like a superhero pose, like the Crimson Chin. That name fits him so well. That is perfect. That's like a name I would make for one of my Dark Souls characters, like fucking Phil Cheeseburger or something. I cannot believe his name is Gary Peacock.
He's just being aggressive and obnoxious. You leave, you're not part of this.
He put his hands on me. I would stay if I were you.
Yeah, there's another individual and he's just standing there. I'd like to get rid of him. I'm riding a bike. I have more rights than you.
That statement actually goes so hard. I'm riding a bike, I have more rights than you. That shit is like t-shirt level. That is actually fucking hard. Love that. So one of Pierce's friends who he was going to skate there with shows up just to kind of be a witness to this madness. Gary does keep putting his hands on Pierce, so it was good to have a third party just to be sure, you know, make sure things stay civil. And Gary's not too happy about that.
He's just standing here. He's standing there, but I don't feel safe with both of them here.
Friend, he's gonna stay.
He's staying because these two are trying to intimidate me. This guy tried to leave, this guy came, and he's trying to intimidate me.
He's just standing there menacingly. Gary is deeply insecure, I suppose, with this. There's two of them. They must be trying to fucking intimidate me. That's the only explanation. Help! 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 There's two people here and they're looking at me. They're looking at me! Help! Like, there is nothing that's happened. Keep in mind, nothing has happened except for Gary putting his hands on Pierce. That's it. And Pierce isn't the one freaking out.
Are you separate sides of the parties?
Yes.
Okay, if you'll stand over there by those cars.
I'm a complaining party.
Fantastic.
Can I tell you what happened?
Fantastic. Will you go stand over there for a second?
Yeah.
I appreciate it.
Don't let him leave. He tried to leave already.
Sir, I'm right here. Thank you.
You can just immediately hear how annoyed the officer is to just be here wasting his time with this absolute drivel, this pitiful nonsense. The officer shows up and is already just over Gary's shit. Just the first interaction, he's just like, fantastic, fantastic. Can you just go over there, man? Can you just get the fuck out of here? Can you just go take a hike? Scram. And then as Gary's walking away, he's making sure to give a little backseat gaming here, some advice to the officer. Don't let him leave. And you can see the officer's shadow on the car. He does this. Like, are you serious? He does one of these. And he says, sir.
Later, can I call the district attorney and press charges? Is this press charges over? I know it's a small incident, but...
Well, and here's the thing.
Thank you.
Sign his citation that you were present for it, and then I'm going to issue you one for disorderly conduct as well. So if you'll just hang tight over on the sidewalk over there,
then I won't press charges.
It's too late.
Speaking of pressing charges, Gary, it seems like you're very hungry for charges. How about you get served some from the menu? Do those taste pretty good? The officer hits him with the disorderly conduct charges. So I cut out quite a bit here, but Gary insists that Pierce's life gets fucked for this, even though nothing has happened, even though Gary himself admits that it's a small incident, but he wants to salt the earth with it. So he has point blank said that he wanted Pierce to be arrested. If he'd have it his way, he'd go to jail, was his words. And the officer shows up and, well, that's not exactly something that's going to be happening here because Pierce recorded it. So the officer gets to see that Gary was the instigator, the aggressor, and pretty much everything that had happened was because of Gary, this whole incident. So,
Why am I getting... for what?
Because you were aggressive to him.
Yes, I was, but he was trying to leave.
Okay, go wait over there. I'll explain it here in a second.
Can't we just...
Nope.
Oh, come on, man. I was the victim here.
All right, watch out. We can go a different way, and you can be arrested for disorderly conduct. That's an arrestable offense.
What kind of disorderly conduct is it?
You opened his door 3 times. Okay? He doesn't have to get out of his car for you. He doesn't have to identify for you. You are not law enforcement.
You're right, officer. He's something more than law enforcement. He outranks you. This is Gary fucking Peacock, super cyclist. My voice cracked even saying his name because I'm not worthy. His name commands too much power and too much respect, damn it.
You don't get to come out here and enforce things. You call us and let us do it. Okay. He didn't say he was going to leave in his vehicle. He's like, I'm here to skate. I'm going to go skate. He didn't believe he did anything wrong. He's going to provide me the dash cam.
Okay.
He showed me the recording, and you were the aggressive one, not him.
Yes, because he...
Yes, and you don't get to be aggressive with people like that.
Okay.
That's disorderly. That's why you are getting a citation as well.
Why is it too late? What does it mean? What does it mean, disorderly? Do I have to go to court for this? You're kidding me.
Yeah. You were adamant that this, and you were the one causing the stir here.
What if I apologize?
It's too late. I've already seen the evidence. I am obligated.
Oh, come on, man.
Okay.
Whoa. Let's not be too hasty here. A sorry from Gary Peacock? That's worth more than gold. Let's not get carried away. So you can see that the tables have turned. The shoe's on the other foot now. And it is just so satisfying. It's impossible not to smile watching his tough guy act fall to pieces. That bravado that he marched up there with, thinking that he was in the right and the Pierce was an aggressive asshole, this and that, when really, it turns out he was the aggressive asshole the whole time, and now his behaviors got him in some hot water with this citation of disorderly conduct. Now, it is worth mentioning, Pierce was also issued a citation for passing too close to a biker, but that was dropped. So that seems like something the officer did just to try and get this, moved on. That didn't stick. However, the disorderly conduct one, well, that one kind of did. Gary Peacock was forced to give a little half-assed apology. I think he also got fined. I'm not exactly sure. I saw 2 conflicting reports on that. But regardless of what the actual outcome is there, just watching this was a joy. So I had to share this. It had me giggling. That's the story of Gary Peacock. That's about it. See ya.